Hello, welcome. I finally got them this time by not doing a countdown or any go into it or.
You guys missed out on my TikTok live.
Yes, she was super manic.
I'm still manic.
Yes.
I can't wait to play a calm character.
Right.
We get to see the real side of Tethel that doesn't come out during
My computer screen's fixed.
Yeah, we've got
Shout
Runa
outs
back on the
to-
computer. GCOM computer repair
Yeah.
for fixing that, yeah. They did get paid, so I can't say supporting the stream. It wasn't a donation, but
They didn't even know we streamed.
For those of you paying attention, you might have realized that we're going to be playing another one-shot, as both Daniel is missing and she's talking about playing a calm character, which does not match Yeisel whatsoever.
What do you mean? I'm a calm mom that lives in a mansion in the
Yeah,
run.
for sure.
And my husband has no feelings whatsoever. We sit there and we talk like this.
And definitely never solve your problems with fist fights.
Hey, Big Red, I'm sad. Oh, that's too bad. That's how our conversations go.
I don't know what this bit is.
I can do to help?
Well, welcome back, folks. So we're going to jump in today. Daniel will be joining us partway through. If we're still in the one-shot, he's just going to hang around. And if not, we'll probably get back into the main game, although I'm not feeling 100% today. So we might end early as
Feeling
well.
110
Yes, minus 60.
plus 50.
Maybe we'll put all our problems off on Yeisel this time.
Put all our problems off on Yeisel?
Yeah, last time Ari and then Barian solved all our problems.
Oh, I see. Right, yes, I get what you're saying. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so I am going to give a... Actually, I'm not. I have decided I'm not giving recaps for these because they don't matter particularly much. But we are going into a Thief one-shot. So what I will recap is what Dre, the leader of the Proudfoot Syndicate, has been looking at recently. So Dre has made a few forays to try to take over some of the criminal aspects of the market in the Mar, the market district. He sent Tethel originally to spy there to see if he could find out what it would take to see if he could gather any dirt or anything like that to help him break into there. He's found out that the market is run by an association of merchants who have tacit agreements with the Thieves Guild at the moment. Some of them less than tacit. Some of them very much discussed and written down. He's been advised by his new advisor... oh god, her name
Jasmine.
Jasmine, thank you. By his new advisor Jasmine that perhaps buying his way in with gifts and favors is the better approach. Since Tethel was caught and nearly branded and exiled from the Empire. So not Tethel's proudest moment. Tethel found himself working in the bakery that is the front for their hideout as a baker for a while as punishment.
I am trained for this.
So Tethel has been turning quite a few of the resources of the Proudfoots towards getting into the Mar. So Runa playing Tethel. Here's what you know so far. So obviously you know there is the group of merchants that run this. There's 3 merchants that have kind of primary control of it. One of them is nobility. And 2 of them are commoners, and one of them is mainly just there because a lot of people respect him. So kind of acts as like a voice of the more common, like almost like a. He kind of gets his power from the bunch of people who put themselves behind him.
Yeah.
So you know that the Thieves Guild has quite a few lucrative business dealings with the people in the Mar, especially these folks, making sure that it's not too overfleeced by criminals, and also smuggling in goods on a regular basis and having preset deals. Probably you've probably been looking around to try to find out what sort of opportunities are in the area, and the word on the grapevine in the Mar, if you were talking to some of the people who beg there or make their living there in other ways, is that there's sort of 2 opportunities for favors for 2 of the different people who lead the market. There's one who is looking to have a pickup made. There is some goods being dropped off in the forest nearby by eagle riders, and in the past year or so, the half-cloaks, the guards, have gotten pretty wise to it.
Yeah.
So they send people to they just throw whatever their load of goods is down, and people grab them and try to get out of the forest with them. And the half-cloaks usually try to intercept. So it's become a bit of a how much product can we get through sort of game.
I wish you had told me this before we started, because it is going in an ear. I get a couple words, and it's going out the other, because I don't...
Well, I'll do the full description, and then I'll give you the Cole's notes for you. Yeah. And then the other opportunity is two of the other ones, the other two, have a certain warehouse that they have goods being gathered in that are being hoarded, and they want some of those stolen from the warehouse and brought to the city for more merchants to break in on this kind of monopoly somebody's setting up.
Okay.
So, the Cole's Notes version, there is illicit pickup in the forest, chased by half-cloaks.
Yep, let's pick it.
And second option that you've heard about is robbing a warehouse.
Okay.
Stealing from a warehouse and smuggling it into the city.
And both of them get us in big trouble.
Well, I mean, both they're illegal, which is kind of the bread and butter of a criminal syndicate.
Yeah, no, but which one gets us in worse trouble?
The first one you have to tangle with the half-cloaks, which means dealing with the guards of the city directly. The second one is more likely to be guarded by, like, private mercenaries.
Okay.
But you also have to smuggle it into the city, which means you're bringing stolen goods into the city, which both of them involve that. So both of them are going to involve getting past the half-cloaks in some form or
And I
other.
have to choose one.
Well, I mean, you could meet with your partner in crime because you're probably going to need help to do this. So who would Tethel go recruit?
I think I should grab it.
Yeah? Okay.
Sounds good. I'll just make a character real quick.
Hey,
I got a silk.
Rabbit's only level 2, so you can do it real fast.
I got a silk.
Okay. So for those who don't know, which I think would be most, because most of this happened off camera when we were rolling
I don't
through
think
stuff.
any of this is
Alex, do you want to give us the lowdown on Tethel and your main thief Silk?
So Silk is the leader of one of the subdivisions of the Proudfoots. She has been very successful lately and has matched Tethel in terms of like usefulness and experience and know-how, and has been gunning for his job for a couple months now.
Yeah, we've talked about it a little.
Yeah.
And I mentioned Tethel's pulled back the lead. But yeah, Silk caught up to Tethel in level now at level 4, and they are very close to each other in XP for moving up on that. And have both made Dre quite a bit of money, except Tethel's never been arrested and almost exiled.
No, well, Silk hasn't.
Silk,
Tethel
thank
has,
you. Yes,
yeah.
Tethel has.
Silk's been branded, but...
No,
cares
he
about
didn't
that?
get branded.
What?
He was going to be branded.
Oh.
Yeah.
I should delete that then. She.
Oh, Silk?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Silk. Yes, sorry. I thought you were saying Tethel. I was like, no, Tethel got away scot-free. Yeah, sorry, Silk's fine. What did Silk get branded for? She did get caught once?
I just have branded written down.
Okay. Okay, so I was wrong. Silk has been caught. So, Tethel, given that you are the kind of the sub guild master or sub syndicate leader, the sub boss of the syndicate, finding somebody like Silk is not really something you would do with your own 2 feet. You would probably send some of the other people under you to tell Silk that you want to talk to him. Tethel spends most of his time that he's not out actually doing something directly for Dre in the hideout, dealing with the organization of things, keeping your guys' lawyer busy. So he sees a lot of the organization side of things. So he would likely be like keeping track of some paperwork and stuff, moving in and out from there.
I'm writing down things.
Yeah. So you're sitting there. You would probably have some of your lower down people who you've sent to gather rumors in the market. Nobody's spying anymore after Tethel nearly fell into their plot, but people are still, listening out and carousing there. So a few of them have approached you, and you've gathered this information from a few sources about these 2 potential jobs that could get you an in with some of these people.
Okay.
So if you want to call somebody over, somebody comes in. Yeah.
I need Silk.
Oh, sure. She'll probably be in this evening.
I need you to get Silk.
Oh, right now?
I still look down at the papers in front of him. You want to do it?
No, I just mean the boys were playing some dice and I was about to... Yeah, I'll go get Silk. Turns and rushes out the door. Stethel goes back to his paperwork.
Trey goes, I win!
I love it. Sorry, what is Stethel saying?
Idiots.
As Silk, probably on some downtime at the moment, waiting for the evening to
Feed her up.
find a bigger score. Yeah.
Yeah.
Door opens to your favorite watering hole, and you see a Proudfoot walking in, look around, and their eyes latch on you, and they start making their way directly over to you and sit down and grab a drink that's sitting on the table.
Hey.
Stethel wants to see you.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. Work, he said right now.
This ought to be good.
You gonna... something going down?
Find out.
Shit, I gotta see this. And put their drink down and stand up and start following after you. As you hear the door to the bakery open and footsteps coming up to your office, door opens and you can see Silk and the same Proudfoot that you had sent out to get Silk standing with a kind of shit-eating grin on their face.
Hey.
Hey. Why is he smiling? What did you guys do?
Oh, don't mind me. Closes the door, but not all the way, like doesn't latch it. You can just see the shadow, like sitting on the other side, 2 feet.
Heard you needed help?
There's a job that needs to get done.
And you needed someone who actually gets their jobs done.
Yeah. Are you gonna be able to do it?
Well, yeah, are you?
Mm-hmm. I thought I'd go for one of the best.
Yeah, well, you chose white.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is well.
Great. Well, here's the job. There's
You hear from the other side of the door and footsteps leaving.
There's 2 options.
What's up?
Cole's notes it again, please.
Yeah, so, and I'll give you a little more. So there is one to do an illicit pickup in the forest, with half-cloaks trying to stop that. And that one would be for the noble gentleman. And then one of the other people has a certain, the other 2 have a certain warehouse they want broken into and goods moved out of.
I say that.
Wow, okay, so just one more time for me. Could you repeat everything you just said?
I wish I had time to memorize whatever this was.
No, he's fucking with you.
Alright.
You're quite alright.
We're going...
Either the goods or the warehouse.
I don't know, the warehouse could give us a better inside perspective.
I have no opinion on which one should be done. I thought whatever one you felt more comfortable with.
Alright, well I guess I'll do your job. I'll be doing it soon anyways. Let's do the warehouse.
Go for it. Look at all of it.
Just kind of like I own the place.
You sit down and look over. Yeah, she's
It's
got
a little
notes.
funny because Silk is a halfling, so the chair and desk are not made for her.
Next time, it's just
Trying to like spread out and like be tall enough to see at the same time.
Silk's sitting in his chair now, and he's like standing up, leaning over, and he's like, "Well, this paper and this."
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, if you see it so well, find the warehouse one.
I'm gonna try and find the warehouse one in this mess of paper.
Make me an investigate check.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You're like flipping through and like, and then you like turn your hand that's like holding a bunch of papers to get on her way, and right there at the top, almost like she was looking at this a minute ago. P.
Yep.
Oh, the papers underneath don't need to be grabbed.
Oh. I'm gonna try and look at them anyways.
It's mostly Greek to Silk, who has never done the like running side of things, but reports coming in from different people and keeping track of amounts and payments.
Yeah.
Glad
No leads on any jobs I could swipe.
Probably not. Yeah, Tethel Tethel collects information and sends people out, but usually is pretty good at fishing up their own jobs.
Glad we have someone capable of paperwork. Maybe I could move on to better things.
Or worse,
Worse?
Well, not. I mean, there's not much above this. Once I take it, you're gonna have to find something to do with yourself.
I've been here significantly longer than you.
Oh.
I leave. A lot of people leave. I can put that on your name.
Oh, I'm
Dre
sure
might enjoy
so
it.
many of so much loyalty to you, I'm sure.
Kids these days. Anyway, I point up things on the paper. Whatever we need.
Okay, so you guys have kind of minimal, like, rumor information on it. But you do know that there's... So the two that are interested in it is the one who I mentioned who has kind of the popular backing. Mm-hmm. And then there's another one who is fairly high up in a couple of merchant associations. So those are the two that are interested in seeing the warehouse robbed. The noble is not really on the docket for this one. So probably your best bet would be to ask around the market about it. Maybe ask some of the like the Thieves Guild would be the best place for this information. But you're trying to do this under the nose of the Thieves Guild, and neither of you are members. I'm not sure about Tethel. I can't remember. But yeah, so asking around the Mar would be the best way to do this.
Well, we have to ask around the Mar, and, well, you're so good. When we finish up, the finishing paperwork can be all yours.
Bet you 5 gold I find more information than you do. She's out the door.
Didn't even wait for my response. No.
As the halfling rushes out the door and you hear the tap of her going down the stairs. As you guys both soon find yourselves beating the street on the Mar. Looking around, you can see the scattered stalls around you, colorful banners flying between them, lots of tents keeping out the sun. It's a fairly hot noonday sun, and Alakran is along the equator, so it's a pretty hot day, like bearing down above. But despite that, there is sweltering heat from many market stalls selling different meats, vendors hawking all sorts of wares, and quite a few footprints of the half-cloaks making around and making sure things stay orderly in the area. You guys are both experienced thieves. You would you'd immediately pick out the couple of guild members who are picking pockets here or there, being careful not to be so overbearing as to detract from the Mar's appeal to the local populace. Mm-hmm. So, it sounds like you guys are splitting up to do this, so we will start with our good friend Silk. How is she going about trying to gather information on this warehouse job, preferably without tipping off the Thieves Guild?
Yeah, so who owns the warehouse?
You've not heard any information about who owns the warehouse. It's out of town, you know that.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna try and find in corners where, like, away from the buy and sell, where, you know, the who's who are chatting, and just try and sort of blend in and listen, maybe snatch a couple things.
Okay, so you're trying to sneak up on sort of the, like, organized element of the Mar and pick up some clues.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, yeah, go ahead and make me a stealth check.
18.
Okay, so you spend probably a few hours kind of creeping around the Mar and just sort of blending in on corners around anybody who looks important or who you know is important, trying to pick up whispers about this. And you're hearing a lot about both. So the drop-off that was your guys' other option is being talked about by a lot of people, although less of the actual like people in the Mar. A lot of the thieves that you end up near are talking about it, and it seems quite a few people are interested. But like, you know, a handful of people get caught every time it gets done. And there's talk that like one time some of the Soaring Knights showed up on griffins, and a lot of people got caught. When you're around the more officious and more merchant kind of unionized or like organized merchants, you do hear talk about this warehouse. It's the main talk is grumblings about sugar, as all of the sugar kind of disappeared out of the market over the last few months, and people have just found out that it's been the same buyer, and they are hoarding it in a warehouse outside of town people are guessing, take like a monopoly on sugar, which traditionally a lot of people have been trading. So somebody's trying to get their hands on all of the sugar and have been quite successful so far. And so people are pretty annoyed at that, and there's been some talks that Irgar, who is the dwarf who kind of represents the people, is probably going to hire somebody to do something about it.
Sparky? Continue. Someone in chat.
Oh, Sparkle Jr. How do you calculate stealth or other skills for an individual character? First time chat. Welcome. Hello. Welcome, by the way. You can follow us if you want to stick around. So
we're
stealth...
on TikTok.
Oh, yes. Welcome from TikTok. Yeah, stealth is one of your stats. So basically, at the start of the game, when you're making a character, you make 6 stats, which is strength, dexterity, intelligence, wisdom, charisma, and constitution. And so stealth is one of your skills that is based on dexterity. So depending on your score, you'll get a modifier, which is just whatever your score is, minus 10 divided by 2. So if you have a 16, you have a plus 3. And then you add it to your proficiency bonus, and when you're making your character, you get to choose a number of skills to be proficient in. So if you've chose stealth, you get to add your proficiency bonus to that proficiency number, to that stat modifier number. So if you have that plus 3 from having a 16 in dex, and you chose to be proficient in it, your level decides how big your proficiency bonus. So at level 1, it's a plus 2. So you would have a plus 5 to stealth. If you weren't proficient, you would just have a plus 3. So that's the Cole's notes of skills.
Yeah, every skill has an attribute, and whether or not you're proficient in it.
Now, those are the 2 things that matter. And D&D doesn't do a lot with getting new skills or anything. Sometimes you can get a few leveling up depending on your class you're playing, but that's about it.
Bonjour.
Oh, it's our French friend. Bonjour, bonjour.
TikTok.
Yes. So that is the main bit you discover. People are being pretty cagey about talking about who owns it, though, is something you would notice.
Okay, but this one dwarf is looking for people to...
Yes.
Okay.
You're down.
Do I know how to find that dwarf?
He's not difficult to find. He's, so he runs a pretty low-key stall, but like I said, is well-liked and kind of one of the organizers of the Mar.
And he's upset because sugar's missing?
Yeah, because somebody is
They ain't sharing the sugar.
Exactly.
And that's connected to this warehouse.
Well, if you need that, I can go on this.
Yeah, they've found out that this warehouse is where the sugar that's been disappearing from the market. They found out it's all located at this warehouse, and that the person that what they thought was many people buying up sugar has been one person.
Mm-hmm.
It was the ice all along.
All right,
So Tethel.
Yeah.
Making your way to the market, probably almost the same pace as the half-foot. The half-foot taking it at a jog, you having longer legs. How is Tethel going about gathering information here? Preferably, as I said, without tipping off the Thieves Guild. It's fairly likely that Tethel has a few contacts in the Mar, if you wanted to approach some people in the hopes that you could trust them not to let anything slip to the Thieves Guild. There is a chance that...
I could insight check them.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So if you want to make an insight check to approach some of your contacts.
I normally have a dice tray, but it doesn't work. I roll out of it anyways, and I don't have room for it, so... Insight 16 on the first roll.
Okay. So the 16, you approach a couple of... so you would know that most of the homeless people have been gathered into one guild, which has merged with the Thieves Guild. And they're kind of the prime information gathering machinery of the city. And so there was a time when that was its own thing, but it has now been swallowed into the guild. So you have a few of them you know that you trust, and who are willing to pass you information on the down low without getting back to the guild. You approach one of the ones who's been trustworthy in the past, and kind of saddle up and sit down and toss a coin into their offering pouch. Oh, Tethel.
Hey.
It's been a while.
Yeah, we've been keeping it quieter.
Oh, very quiet. There was that big stink where you got arrested.
Yeah, don't think I'll ever live it off. It's like,
Still good to see you on this side of the bars.
yeah. Friends in high places, I guess.
Oh, is that how it happened? Everyone was very quiet about it.
Should stay that way.
Sure. What can I do for you?
I need information on this warehouse.
I'm assuming by this warehouse, you mean the one that Dan once hit.
Yeah.
Oh, I can give you some information, yes. It's not free.
What do you want?
Some gold would be nice.
How much?
5?
Give him 5 gold. 6. 6 gold.
Looks at the gold. Good friend, Ethel, good friend. Okay, so, and he looks around a bit. Yeah, Dan is not so happy with this place hoarding the sugar. Many people were not so happy when it was all being bought for such ridiculous prices, but as it's become more scarce, people have thought the prices were warranted, but, well, now it turns out it's scarce because it's all being held one spot. So, they figure this person's going to let it out to market slowly, try to take over sugar market. Nobody wants this in the Mar.
No.
Ergdan wants some of the goods stolen and distributed to merchants so that the competition can resume. There are rumors that, well, you can understand someone who spends this much coin on sugar. Probably someone important when it turns out to all come from the same hand.
Yeah.
And that's what I know.
This
It's
much
apparently
sugar.
pretty well guarded, so none of the regular slap shots are going for it.
So much sugar. Do you have any idea? Does anyone have an idea why?
Most of it is coming from the Soaring Desert, and a while ago somebody made a big deal and got much of the supply. There was still enough for others, but that got bought up as well.
Do you guys have any idea of who it was?
There are rumors and guesses. Some people think the king, plotting to make himself rich and refill the war coffers. Some people think the Sarni, and wild rumors that it's the outsiders again come back to take over our trade. Some
Not
people
again.
think maybe it is somebody from Socorro, the desert, who is making a move into Alakrid, biding their time.
Oh, interesting.
When he mentioned Delarny, that is the other. That's one of the other 3 figures. So that you would know that name. That's the noble who is also one of the 3 people who runs the market.
All right, thanks.
Welcome.
Is there any way I could, if you hear anything else, you could let me know?
Of course, as he shakes his offering cup.
A couple silver.
Okay, you drop 2 silver in them. Ha, great day, Ethel.
It'll be more when I get the information.
Of course.
Have a good day. So like pat his back.
You stand up. Nice to hear you are still hanging on in the Proudfoots.
It's pretty hard.
I liked you better than Big Red. Leaned too much towards the smacking.
He was a tough one. Very dumb. And like crazy dumb. How could someone be that dumb?
Well, I won't say more. He still walks around sometime, and I don't
Hi,
want
Big
anything to do with him. No, just wait, I'm listening.
Go on, go
What's
on.
this, Ethel? Been so long. Oh, you say you miss me, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, let's hug. It's been so long.
We don't do hugs.
Oh, no, we hug all the time. Don't you remember, Ted? As you leave your contact there,
Yeah.
probably spotting, sliding out from behind one of the stalls and breaking her stealth silk, making her way
It's
away.
for sale.
Yes?
Whatever it's worth.
I was going to eat it, but I guess I will sell it to you.
Right.
Tefel will roll his eyes like it's like how did they not fall out of his skull? He's like
They take the money and go back to eating their like baked bread that you grabbed a
This
piece
is great.
They charge you-
Did the elves make this?
of. No, the baker made it. As they point down to a stall that's making like bread cakes, they charged you like a copper more than they paid for the piece, probably.
I'm gonna make eye contact with Silk and be like and
There you
Allie.
go the other way.
And he's just gonna go the way that he pointed.
You make your way out of the Mar. Does Silk eventually turn around?
Yeah.
Walking all covered in, turns and Tethel's just got little halfling hurry going on. And for Sparkle, because I know you're a little bit newer, so halflings are like hobbits from...
They're not tiny, they're like medium tiny.
Yeah. Like half a human's height, even full grown. As you hurry along, as eventually you catch up to Tethel, who has taken a pace that is
Like
appropriate
takes
for
3
being
deep
so-
breaths after to be like,
So what'd you find?
hey, there's a dwarf who wants to hire people.
Yeah, Afton.
Yeah, that's the one.
Ergdan.
Or whatever.
Yeah, you got the name wrong. It's Irgdan.
You got the name wrong. It's Ifton.
You got the name wrong. It's Yafdor.
Anyways, yeah, I heard about that. What else?
I impart to you the things I've learned that I definitely remember.
Lord of the Rings, yes, thank you.
So, what's with this sugar? Why do...
I don't know, people like sweet stuff, I guess.
Weird. Something's going on. That's not normal. Well, I tell him everything I learned.
Okay, you pass me. Can you just point your mic at you a little better? It's pointed at the ceiling for some reason. Oh yeah, no, yeah, perfect. Just
I'm
straight up in
Tethel.
the air. Tall half elf. Yeah. So, do people need me to repeat information that you've gathered thus far? Somebody
We're-
bought up the sugar contract
Yeah.
and then bought up all of the rest of the sugar on
And
the market.
it's-
Has been hoarding it in one place. They recently found out that it's the same person doing all of this, which means whoever they are, they've got backing or money or both.
Yeah.
And yeah, Ergdan and the other kind of leader in the market want this spread out so the competition can resume.
I would say, like,
And there's a couple wild theories.
everyone suspected, too.
Yeah.
Alright, well, do we want to work with Marfel Pop, or,
Dre would get extremely jealous. Extremely fast.
well, yeah, but we don't know where this place is. You know what Dre won't hurt him.
But it'll hurt us.
Well, hurt you, it's your job.
You also work for him.
Yeah, but
Just because you haven't felt it yet doesn't mean you won't.
Dre likes me. I let him win at cards every now and then. We're great.
It's probably extremely true. Like, extremely true.
I mean, glad
Yeah,
he likes
Dre likes
you.
me a lot.
Don't fuck it up.
Yeah, we've been talking about promotions.
Wow.
Tethel would probably be quite happy about this because one of the
Yeah.
things, like one of Tethel's like big things they want is more structure
Yeah.
in the syndicate.
Wow, that's great. We're getting more people on this level.
Well, more like, you know, out with the old, in with the new kind of thing.
Dre, get rid of me. If you wanted to get rid of me after that fuck up, I would have already been gone.
And your cookies were nice.
And he'll just stare at her.
Just the long stare of like a manager waiting for you to do your duty. Just-
Wow.
So cold.
Anyways, I saw
This for sale?
yes,
Cool.
that's why I have a wall of them.
I'll meet you at the base.
I'll take it.
Okay, good. As there was a couple people like watching you, like, is she gonna walk away with that? As you pay for it and head off
I'd
with
walk
you.
away with it, I would've.
It's a fruit wine that you walk off with, or like a pear brandy or something like that. Sorry, where is Tethel heading?
At the base.
Okay. So you make your way back to Bar Street
Yeah.
and over to the bakery. You can see the spot where the signboard has been ripped out because it had Dre's literal name on it.
Glad we got rid of that.
I liked it.
It said his name.
Well, it wasn't smart, but I liked it. It's confident.
Yeah.
Like, what are they gonna do?
Confident in his arresting.
They wouldn't arrest Dre. He's friends with all of them.
You know, not even gonna doubt it. It's true. He
Always Daddy Dre to bail you out of trouble.
This was probably before Lorelai got arrested too, so I love the confidence.
well, He's our boss. If he didn't get us out, who would do his work?
I mean, everyone can be replaced.
I'm waiting for mine. I still walk in.
You won't have to wait that long.
Just under her breath. As you head into the now nameless bakery. And are you up to your office, or what is Tethyl's plan? Okay, make your way up to your office.
I want to do, like...
Steal a cookie.
Okay.
Not mine.
They've been sitting out for a while, because it's not really, like, much of a bakery.
I want to do some, like,
They're mostly
research
props.
Okay.
Or get people looking at after.
Sure. Yeah, okay. Go ahead and make me a history or a investigation check. And it'll probably take a few days for you to get your information.
I think we should get Eiffel Glaviethan to meet with us, not at the bakery, but come meet us somewhere. I don't want to go find him.
If anything, I don't want to include him. If we can.
Good luck.
What's 9 plus 9?
9 plus 9 is 18.
17.
Okay. So you send a couple of Proudfoots out to keep gathering rumors with a little more direction to it now. Start looking through some of your old notes and rumors that you have. Check a few more sources that you're certain are trustworthy. And you manage to get the location. Something else interesting that would come across your desk during the time. So that pickup in the forest, the Soaring Knights showed up to again. And most of the people there got arrested, and it would be in the kind of local rumor mill in the news that they caught a big shipment of scrolls and potions that were being illicitly smuggled into the city.
You'd see Tethel like sitting there like, like
We could have pulled it off.
no, not with the Soaring Knights. We don't want to risk that.
It wasn't or anything, but one of the Bronze Soaring Knights did show up.
You're a bronze.
I love the confidence and I love what you're doing for the guild, but if you don't start getting a sense for your own safety, we're gonna quickly go downhill.
Hey, I didn't run off and do it, did I?
No, but this we could have business can lead to going and doing it, and we can't have you going and doing it without instruction. Okay.
Whatever.
The other information you've managed to gather is that this warehouse is located about a day out of the city, and it's in a familiar settlement to you guys, as it is in Bamber.
Bamber.
I think Bamber's the closest one. Let me look. It's either Bamber or Barley. Oh, actually, I think Barley is the closer one. Yes, yeah, it's Barley that it would be in.
It's not
so
him.
yeah,
It's not him. Tethyl's
a fairly sizable warehouse was set up just outside of Barley, and apparently filled with sugar over the last few months. It's fairly well guarded. It's been a boon to Barley, as there's been more people staying at the inn, more people buying stuff there. But there's a bunch of outside mercenaries that have been hired from the desert to watch over the thing.
Okay. Can I like do something to see if I see other people going that way, so I can use them as a distraction or something?
Well, so part of why you've heard about this is because Ergden has made some moves to put out feelers to hire some people for a job. He's being very quiet about it and not mentioning anything by name. Like, he's being very cautious. But with you knowing what you're looking for and sending out people who know what they're looking for, it's how you've managed to catch the location off him. He's never mentioned the location and the job in the same breath. But you've managed to piece the things together, so it's likely he's hiring some other people to hit it as well.
So like
probably from the guild.
Silk will probably be in the office, like leaning against a wall or something, being all cool, and you see like Tefla, who hasn't left his desk in like the last 48 hours, is just like, I found it.
Wow.
The location.
Yeah.
And the people he's sending.
Mm-hmm.
You could sound more interested.
I could?
I don't... You know what? You find the location and meet me there. as he will, like, take his papers and stand up.
Hey, wait a minute.
You gonna sound more interested?
What, you're gonna do it by yourself? I thought you just chastised me for that kind of idea.
I'll wait as long as I want. I just did all the work. And I got a wow.
I gave you moral support.
You brought
Come on,
booze
you wouldn't
in.
have... Yeah, and you took some.
Of course I did.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All I want is a wow, Tethel. You did a good job.
Wow, Tesla, you did a good job.
All right.
That what you want to hear?
You could sound more interested. I did so
Interest
much
me.
work. Are you? We can't be we're co-workers.
Gross.
You're the one that said it.
I said nothing.
You said, "Wow, interest me."
You told me to be interested.
I found the location.
I'm doing what you asked.
So you see him just like, I love what you're doing for the guild. Let's go.
You hear something like fall next to the door and like scrambling away, and you can hear like barely whispered like, I think Tethel and Silk might fuck. People have been like listening in on you guys as it's the only interesting thing happening in the bakery. And they have none of the context from how you guys are looking at each other.
Have fun
just the
stamping
words.
that out.
I really don't care what they think. It can't be worse.
Come on, people like you.
Yeah, but I've set a name for myself. I fucked up. That doesn't just erase.
I'm gonna like show you like the brand on my shoulder. Like, yeah, it happens.
Yeah. Thanks.
You move on.
Not with Dre. Moving on is death.
You,
I'll never live it down. As you see him like look, it's not like down, it's like, I'll never live it down.
listen, all you do is you play dice with him and pretend not to notice when he moves the dice over.
He doesn't like playing dice with me.
Well, why not? It's his favorite thing to win at.
He says when he beats me, I don't make it cool enough.
So on brand.
Listen,
I played dice with him last week, and I got bakery duty for an hour.
that's rough, buddy.
Not really. I'm better at baking bread now.
You like your cookies.
They were only salt.
Good, because they're probably still out there. It's probably what you were eating last time.
There's a lot of salt in them. I wanted Dre to eat it. He never did. Devil's just like, he'll talk and then just sit there.
Just just goes to awkward silence.
Well,
You know, maybe I could be more interesting.
you're plenty interesting.
Everyone in the guild.
Just 'cause I'm not interested
This
doesn't
is
mean
weird
you're not
foreplay.
interesting.
Maybe we should play into what they're saying.
What do you mean?
As they'll like get closer.
They can't see anything. What do you think they're doing in there? I don't know, they're awfully quiet.
How? I'm gonna whisper. His is him whisper.
Yeah.
How should we fuck them them up?
Tethel, hands off!
Baby, I just need to touch something.
Go touch your daddy, Dre.
You hear her like, that's as ballsy as I've ever heard him.
Maybe they're starting to like me now. We have to give them more later. Oh! Sorry, I'm a taken man. It's like you'll hear footsteps.
Wait, are you?
Wait, Tethel's taken?
Essel shake his head.
So with location in hand, you guys make your way out of the city, and you have about a day's walk to Barley, although you could make it a little quicker by horseback. But yeah,
Actually,
you guys...
I have some horses.
Do we want to be the people that ride in with horses? It's kind of a look.
I don't think horses are that big of a deal.
As long as you're I'm down. As long as you're
All right.
confident we
Hey,
won't get
Rabbit!
caught.
Yeah?
Do you have any horses?
I know where we could acquire some.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Love you for that. Let's go.
Tethel has like
I
a
don't really have
Tethel has
time
like a
right now.
teacup with like a little plate.
Just sip it away.
I know.
Come on. For me,
No?
remember all the rabbits I found?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a horse or two.
Could you find us some horses? They'll step up.
Is that like a
Mhm.
direct? Okay. Yeah, I know a farm that doesn't keep very good watch of theirs. Borrowed them a number of times.
Great.
Okay. As they
Yeah.
get up and start making their way to the guild, and they'll lead you guys out, like a 15-20 minute walk away from the city.
So you doing anything later, or
Yeah. The stuff I was gonna have done before tonight, but
well,
I'm
do
sure
you want
guys were.
you want help? Like, I'll probably be done with all this.
Oh, no, not really.
Sure.
Thanks.
It's like Tethel's like sitting in the corner,
All right.
and he goes, and the Selkie does like a little thumbs up, just listening.
All right. Well, they always leave the barn unlocked. They just put a dummy lock on it, and the farmer's half deaf, so you can be pretty blatant about it, and
You're saying we can make a lot of noise?
not too much noise. He's only half deaf.
No.
But yeah. So just
So we have to hold back.
grab on. I usually don't borrow a saddle, but I don't know how good of a rider you are. You probably want to take some, but there's tax and stuff in there.
Thanks. Do
I can-
whatever.
I can ride.
Okay. Yeah, I'll head back then. Good
Thanks.
luck.
Thanks for. I look him a pat on the shoulder. He does it with everyone.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
it was the head.
No, like on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Like on the back, because you just have two pats.
As
Okay.
Rabbit hurries her way
Thanks so
back
much.
to the bakery.
So, as they're like walking, you fancy her?
Hmm?
That was an awful lot of
What?
innuendos.
She wishes.
Insight check.
A deception, please.
What? Come on! 14.
13.
You're probably about as suspicious as you already are. But they don't give away enough to, like, confirm.
If you do,
Well, it's not against the rules.
good job. I'm not sure she was super. Maybe you have to take a different approach.
I don't know. I got her rabbits.
Yeah, but how did she react to you getting her rabbits?
It was like, thanks so much.
In a wow, or in a wow. It's just the same tone. But he's
Kinda, yeah.
so like one or two.
Both?
Oh, so she was like kind of weirded out.
No, she liked it. She liked it. She's just playing hard to get.
When they play hard to get, that usually means they're hard to get because they don't like you.
Because you need to prove yourself.
Well, maybe
Look,
confidence is key.
yeah,
so
once,
maybe
I, have,
you have
once I have your job, then
I can move
she'll,
up
she'll see me in a whole new light.
as a paperwork person.
You can do more than that.
I still shake his head.
Tethel being modest, he does do more than that.
Yeah, but he's like, it's a lot of paperwork. I hope you get the girl.
Yeah.
So you guys have made your way into the barn at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see it's a big barn. It's nowhere near full. There's about like 4 or 5 horses in there. And there's a section for tax as well. But there's a lot of empty space in this barn. And by the looks of it, there's some upkeep that has been slipping as well as the farmer has been aging and not running as big of an operation or taking as good care of it. As you guys pick out 2 likely horses, what
want a
color
silver
horse
one.
would you like?
I want like a silver one with
Okay.
with like white spots on it.
Yeah,
and,
okay,
like,
yeah, you can get like a grayish horse
Yeah,
with
yeah,
white
with, like,
spots.
a white mane and like black ends,
Okay.
and like a star on his nose.
Star on it. Yeah, okay. So you find a colorful paint horse there with the gray fur, the white spots,
Black,
a nice star.
black leather saddle.
Oh, I don't think that this farmer would have a black leather saddle, I'm afraid.
Why not?
Just
Wow.
you just keep
What
it
color
like
saddles does he have?
just all tan, varying degrees of tan.
What's the darkest tan?
A dark tan.
I want the darkest tan.
You grab the dark tan saddle.
Can't believe you're not letting me have a black saddle.
I'm sorry, this guy I've already made him
Look,
in
the
my head.
world would fall apart
It
if this
would.
farm had a black saddle.
This guy had like 12 horses. He didn't have nice saddles.
What if he was a cool guy before this and he was like an edgy rider?
All right, make me a perception check.
I'm gonna try and hide it.
13.
13, you spot, hidden under hay and dust and disuse, an old black saddle that has been forgotten in a corner of this barn for
Dibs.
years.
And he'll look at you and be like, put it down.
Or what?
Just look at you.
I'm curious. What you gonna do?
Send you on rumor gathering.
I do control your job.
You wouldn't do that.
Give me the saddle.
Come on.
I'm allowed to have my tastes, and I want that black saddle.
Fan of black leather, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Have fun.
Take the saddle up from the halfway.
You'll see like Tefla as you see like the elbow like
A little victory dance, quiet. As you settle your horse, what color horse are you taking for some?
Brown.
Brown horse. I like it. Yeah. Probably has a couple of like white, like
Nope.
smart. No,
Brown.
straight brown. Okay.
Solid brown.
You take a brown horse with a tan saddle.
Yep.
As you blend into the woodwork around you.
by the way, audience, not a DM's pet. I just harass him until I get what I want. Making that clear.
I'm willing to make it contingent on some rolls. As you guys saddle up, ride out of there, jump the fence, and find yourself out on the street, leading to Barley with a Yahoo! And you guys make your way to Barley. It cuts a number of hours off your guys' trip.
Enjoy the saddle, man.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Barley is a small town, about a day's walk from the city. It's got a single tavern there. The biggest building in town is the Herd Mansion, which the brothers did some stealing for in their early days working for the Knot and for the Hooded Jacks. You guys know about the dragon heads that are sometimes resident there, sometimes in the Bamber Mansion. But yeah, you would also see a building that is very new compared to the rest of the town. It is this massive, well, not massive, but compared to the town, it is a large warehouse set on the outside. It's close enough to the main road, like it has its own kind of access road that goes to the main road, which is clearly pretty new as well. Built wide enough for a wagon to like pass on either side, even just for this access road. But built far enough back that they have room for not just a walk, but also a fence. There's not like palace walls or anything like that with people walking on it. But there's a stone wall. There's spikes coming off the top. There's an iron gate, and then you can see people kind of patrolling inside. And there's clearly work going on inside as well. As it's probably getting a little past midday at this point, maybe 1 o'clock-ish.
I want to do like rounds. Like I want to go like around it in the distance.
Yeah, if you want to get some distance. It's mostly scrubland around here, so it will take like some patience to make that not look super awkward. But if you want to burn an hour, you guys can have made your way around and gotten a look at this. The stone wall does go all the way around. It's quite a bit shorter in the back where it like backs onto the scrubland, so that people can look over it and like see further. There is also a gate in the back that is big enough for a cart to pass through it. There's no service road there, but you do see cart tracks, as probably some carts have quietly made their way in and out of there sometime under cover of darkness. So yeah, you can guess that there's probably some side dealings and smugglers or other sorts of things that come late at night with pickups or drop-offs. But yeah, other than that, it's reasonably well guarded. It's not unassailable, but there's a couple of mercenaries going around, and they look reasonably alert as well. You're not sure what the place is going to be like at night. It doesn't look like there's any second story to the thing, or any second story guards or anything like that.
Is there second story access?
There is skylights on it, so yes. You're not sure if they go into anything with good footing underneath it, but yeah.
I would look for a place for the horses to stay where they're undetected.
Yeah, there's copses of trees and stuff between farms that you could stash the horses in for a while.
Okay, it's because we can come back.
Yeah.
But even if it's a walk, or 30-minute walk, we don't want them to be seen at all.
Yeah, no, you do have to go a ways away, so about 15 minutes away you can have the horses stashed.
Okay.
It's getting on to about 2 o'clock, 2:30 at this point.
Do you wanna wait for evening, or hit them while it's hot?
What am I supposed to do all day?
Oh, watch. I'm just asking if you want to go now and risk them all being awake.
It's a lot of light.
Yeah, or wait till it's dark, but we don't know what it's like when it's dark.
Might as well wait, I guess.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. It's like he'll get off his horse.
Yeah.
And pat his Patsy.
You pat on the flank, name the horse for the farmer.
Yeah. He's
Tie
a
it
horse
up to
girl.
some scrub there.
He's a horse girl.
He's a horse girl for sure, yeah.
We could not start a fire because that's too obvious.
You guys can also go into town fairly safely. It's not odd for people to come through town. There is the Two's Trouble Tavern.
Do you want to go into town and see if we can hear anything about this? Because we heard stuff in the locker, but the news is always hotter closer to the destination.
Yeah, let's go to the tavern and listen for information.
I'm also down to get a little tipsy.
That's pretty irresponsible for someone of your station. You sure?
I'll do what I want.
So you guys mosey on into town, over to a somewhat rundown tavern with the sign hanging above it that says Two's Trouble.
I would like to try to disguise myself, because I have a disguise kit.
Oh, okay, yeah. Go ahead and make me a charisma check with proficiency to disguise your features.
It's a +6.
Okay.
He's not rolling so hot.
You rolled decent over here earlier.
Yeah, but I'm not rolling hot on my dice.
So 10?
Yeah.
Okay, you go into town. You've done what you can to disguise your appearance.
You do
the
it
thing
like
is,
this, and I'm gonna do the same.
Okay, make me a roll.
13.
Okay. You both look pretty much the same. You've disguised your features a bit.
I have a scarf. A silk scarf. I take it everywhere.
You've put on your silk scarf. No matter how you look, you guys are new people in town. It's not odd for people to come through, but you're going to attract some attention. As you guys roll into the small tavern, there's not a lot going on this time of the day. Most people are working in the fields, doing other things. You can see an old human man behind the bar who looks to be just kind of polishing the bar in the downtime. There is one other table that has some people in there. Go ahead and both of you make me an insight check.
Final. Jesus Christ. 24.
24.
As they rolled above your disguise as well, as you see a hooded figure look up, eyes flash, as both groups instantly recognize each other as thieves and ne'er-do-wells who are here. As you spot your competition, you can see what look to be a couple of people up to no good. You immediately spot by their mannerisms a couple of thieves making a plan at the moment, as there appears to be a team of 3 there, sitting, going over some sort of drawing they've made at the table.
I'm gonna grab, like, Silk and pull her out for a second and, like, go into, like, the closest alley.
As you guys are being watched as you go by one from the table, as they
Hey,
whisper
hey.
something to each other, and you see one of them lean back, and his eyes go up as he just kind of keeps an eye on you guys for the team now.
I give him Thieves Can't for fuck you, which is this.
As I pull her out, I'm like,
Hey.
do you want to take them out before?
Oh, dirty.
We're thieves.
So intense.
Well, there'll be an issue when we're trying to sneak around.
Not if we sneak really well. They can be a distraction if we use them right.
You gotta speak up, Alex.
They could be a distraction if we use them right.
I was thinking that as well, but I wanted to know if you wanted to take them out now.
I don't know, do you have anything that can make noise or be real bright?
I don't think so. I'm not a very bright person.
Well, I got this, and I snap my fingers, and a little bit of fire appears in my hand.
Okay, that's something very useful, especially if it's dark. You could, like, light something on fire.
Them.
It's like you see him, like, do, like, the, like, ooh, but in his own way, not like, not like I like it. Okay.
I like the idea that Silk is probably used to people being way more impressed by her magic, but is dealing with Temple, who's been around Barian and Dre.
Alright.
You're waiting for the, like, you can do magic? He's like, I like it.
Yeah, okay.
Do you think they have any other people? Should we only worry for 3, or should we worry for more?
How about this? I disguise myself again, and then try and join them. And then set them on fire and run.
Like when we're attacking?
Sure. I don't know.
'Cause, they know
I can get in and get out.
if you're really good at it. That would be good, but it's also very risky. They knew who they came with.
Alright, so how about we just tail them? We wait for them to head out. We follow them, sabotage their plan, and make our own way in.
I think they're thinking the same thing.
So what if you head out? They follow you. I follow them.
So,
Sabotage their plan, and then we both make our own entrance.
sandwich them.
Yeah. Sort of spit roast kind of a thing.
Bet they aren't as tasty as they look. Spit
Was that a joke?
I tried.
Stick to paperwork.
As you guys head
I'm
back
very
into the bar.
charming on paperwork.
You guys head back into the bar, order drinks, and the two groups just kind of mutually keep an eye on each other as
Is
the day
there-
runs long.
An attractive man within them.
Is there an attractive female?
One of them is a fairly tall, not incredibly broad-shouldered though. So tall, kind of slighter build. He's wearing he's got his face wrapped, but by the eyebrows and the eyes, he's reasonably good looking. No, not somebody who would stand out in a crowd though.
Okay. Those watches. And it's not like a "Who are you?" watch. It's like a "Ooh."
They don't seem to recognize you, as you just kind of like, well, if you're going to be watching people anyways, and just going to keep your attention on the
This is one of the other thieves?
Not a group you're familiar with. Decent chance that they're from the Thieves Guild, but none of the famous groups from there. Not that your guys' characters are really connected to the Thieves Guild. But yeah, either like a local independent element or a crew from the Thieves Guild.
You can visit him in jail.
I'm not going there. Well, if I have anything to say about it.
Any cute barmaids or
There's an old man. If
Dressed
you're
in a
interested,
cat onesie.
he will give you his
Meow.
name as Gregory.
Hi. Hi, Gregory.
Yeah. Of the three of them, one bit shorter than the rest. You're not sure whether it's a girl or a guy. Looks pretty androgynous. Also wearing quite a bit of clothing. So you're really not sure. But you close one eye. You don't look too close. Definitely a girl. Guy. Whichever one you want.
Damn sucks.
Yeah.
As the day ekes by, you guys have a couple drinks and some food. You can see Gregory getting more and more nervous as these two groups eyeing each other up are spending like longer and longer in his bar. And at some point he leaves and comes back and there's a younger man he's probably grabbed from one of the farms who is just sticking around in case trouble happens.
I would leave first.
Okay.
So like early evening.
Okay. Yeah, you head out.
And I'm trying to look
9 o'clock.
serious. Well, he always looks serious, but you know.
You put on your best serious face, which just looks like your regular face, as you get up and head out of the bar. Immediately after you leave, you would see one of the other ones stand up and step out as well.
I'll wait.
Okay. There is a standoff between you and the other group, each just waiting for the other to go.
This might. We just distract them by not leaving.
Where is Tethel heading?
Towards the place.
Okay, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Holy, I just want to roll well. 14.
That's exactly what you needed. As you don't ever spot them, but a couple times you hear the shuffling of your tail behind you. As eventually them staring at the half as they get up and get out of the bar and kind of jog to catch up to their friend as you wave. And one of them sends back to you the thieves can't message.
Yeah.
As they head out of the bar and you're left sitting alone with a sigh of relief coming from old Gregory at the bar. You picked a stupendous time to be chewing. What are you doing?
I finished my sandwich that I got at the bar.
Yes, okay. You finish your bar sandwich.
Well, this has been great. I just leave.
As you stand up, make your way out. I imagine you guys have paid your tab at this point as you
Definitely,
go out. Yeah. Make me a stealth check as you attempt to tail behind the group here.
So 1.
As you step out of the bar, and you can see a little cloud of dust, some old footprints, and nobody around. As once they got out, they hightailed it.
They
So you're left
ran.
alone in the street, looking around.
Like I know what direction the
Yeah,
warehouse
you know what
is in.
direction the warehouse is, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna head in that direction.
Okay.
Try to be sneaky.
'Kay.
Try to find anybody.
Okay, so you, realizing that people are moving fast here, start running forward to try to catch up with them. You hear your pursuers get a little louder as a couple more quickly join the group, but you still never catch sight of them as they're doing a decent job of tailing you. You've seen better and you've seen worse. You're making your way to the mansion. You're trying to catch up, while still moving stealthily. So now it's you against their stealth.
Okay.
Make me a perception check.
22.
Okay, that beats their 17. As Tethel, what do you do once you get to the warehouse location? What's your plan of entry here? What's your plan of attack?
We didn't actually talk about what we were gonna do.
That's such a great plan.
It's all Tethel now.
He brings out his lunch that he brought because he doesn't pay for food at bars. And eats it. No,
Just sitting having a picnic.
yeah. He's gonna try to hide from them.
Okay, so you're gonna try to lose him?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and either a stealth or an acrobatics here, depending on whether you want to try to lose them in like some brambles or something and get out ahead of them, or if you just want to try to drop around something and rely on your sneakiness.
I have a thing.
Tethel's doing great.
No. not doing great.
What did you get?
Wait. I have
An
a
8.
cool...
Okay.
Stop.
Just kidding.
New character, okay?
Oh, okay. We're rolling new characters. Let's go.
Wow, it's an 18? An 18? An 18?
What did you get?
I'm still... Stop.
Stop.
Wait a minute. I'm Tom Funk Gong. Remake an insight. No, it's insight. Okay. We keep rolling like shit.
Good.
I just rolled
Level
shit. That's all you have to
4.
know.
What did you get?
I didn't hide. It's a natural too. So 9.
So you work hard to shake your pursuers, ducking out of sight in a few spots. As you like duck around a corner and hide yourself, hoping you got like ducked around before they saw you, you hear their footsteps stop as well, as somebody had their eye on you when you decided to hide here. And when you eventually break your spot and start moving again, you can hear the occasional shuffle once again.
First, let me find
This, however, has given time for you to catch up as you see them come to a full stop all of a sudden. And you're like trying to hide behind a building as one of them's looking around on a clear lookout for you. As you peek out, you can see them stop. You're trying to figure out what's going on until you see Tethel break like 2 corners forward, break out and start moving again, and them start following after again.
What is that? Does he want to be seen? God.
if you're paying attention, there's like sweat on his brow. Like he's...
The sun has fallen a fair bit at this point, but you can still see the last rays glistening off of Tethel's.
He hasn't gone out on a mission in a while.
No, he's been doing like it's probably been a while this month, but he has been back in regular action.
Okay, I'm gonna try to face them. So like stop,
Okay.
turn, and spot them.
Okay, go ahead and make me another perception check as you try to turn and catch them off guard.
Finally, 17.
To their 7. As you catch one of them like trying to stop, like skidding in as you like sharp turn in the middle of the street, and he tries to backpedal, and you see hands come out and push him out to try to not give up the cover of all of them, which gives up the cover of all of them as he stumbles a few
You
steps.
work with
on the road.
Acton or whatever his name is.
Ergdan?
Yeah.
You work with Yggdrasil?
As he looks around. Do you?
I asked first.
Well, seeing as what you're after is the same as what we're after, you probably don't. He doesn't strike me as the type to send 2 teams. And you hear, you idiot, that tells them we work for Ergdan. Fuck, shut up.
I'm gonna...
Where are they right now? Because I'm behind the people.
So this is like the edge of the town, by a couple of like the last buildings here, just about to spill out into the main road. And so this is where it's happening, and you're maybe like a corner back from them, and they were a corner back from Tethel.
I'm not sure all you know. But what do you know?
Is there big tall grass?
Yeah.
Maybe we can share some secrets, thieves to thieves.
Are
I'm trying
you-
to persuade them.
All right, go ahead and make me a persuasion check.
Using her as cover.
If you're trying to trick them to come closer so you can do something, I
No.
want a deception check.
I'm not gonna... They can say as far as they want.
No. Using Tethel as cover, can I try and get close enough to them to pick their pocket? Is there like...
Yes, with difficulty. They are keeping a sharp eye out for you,
Okay.
so this is fairly hard.
Okay, then I won't. Like, I
Yeah.
depending on how, like, distracted they are.
Yeah, I mean, it's easier than the impossible it would have been earlier,
Mhm.
but it's still quite difficult. They're not that oblivious to you having been in the bar before.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna keep an eye on stuff.
22.
Okay, you see them look you up and down. Their face starts to come to a decision. They realize it's not their decision and look back at the group, and you can see a shadow nodding from back there as a... Wouldn't tell us whose place it was. You know who it is?
I heard some things about it being the noble's name. And then...
Yeah.
Or someone from... All the people that I was told by
Yeah,
my
okay, you
contact.
give him the rumors that you had heard about it.
Yeah. Still, I'm not sure either.
Well, we haven't heard much more than that. But, well, they're not the only guards up there. You know about the extra guards?
No.
Well, what do you got to trade for that information?
What do I gotta trade?
I mean, you've got coin, or any of the other information you've collected on this that you think they might not know. Having scouted around the place.
You can also feed them false information.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard. I don't know what to think.
I mean, so you saw on the back, you know a little bit about the configuration. You know there's roof access with the skylight. You know that there is a shorter wall in the back, as well as a like a quieter gate in the back that could be gone in.
I know how to get in.
What do you got?
You got.
Apparently they got arrows with explosives on them, and they shoot it up, and it makes a big bang if they need help. And there's a couple of guards hanging, kind of half underground, not too far away.
So it would benefit us both if we didn't get in each other's way.
I don't want guards swarming out.
Me neither. And I would tell them about the roof access.
Okay, you answer that. Right. What are you gonna do with this, anyways? Who's this score for? Just trying to line your own pockets with sugar?
Okay, so why did Dre want this?
Dre wants you to do exactly what Ergdan wants, and you're trying to basically get on the people who run the Mars good side to convince them to kind of give up their agreement with the Thieves Guild and let the Proudfits move in on it.
Okay, we're trying to spread it around the market.
He's gonna make an insight check. He looks at you, and you see him.
I'll make exception.
No, it's more about his role.
Okay.
You see him instantly get suspicious, and fuck, I thought we had an agreement, you lying shit.
And I'll make a deception.
He rolled a natural one.
Oh,
He's assumed that you're lying to him.
why would I be lying?
Trying to line your pockets with sugar with the prices.
I don't have sugar in my coffee.
The fuck does that mean? She means she's not trying to...
He.
Fuck, he gets pulled into the alley.
I pull my hand crossbow and from the shadows.
Okay,
Just in
you're
case.
lining it up towards this group as things get a little bit uglier. As he gets pulled into the
I'm just
alley.
in the grass.
Yeah. Oh right. Yeah.
Because I'm tiny.
Little halfling moving through the grass here. Things get a little bit heated as he assumes you're lying about this and are after something more nefarious, and you can hear some whispers coming from the alley. And make me a perception check to see if you can overhear them at all.
Can I?
Yeah, absolutely.
Perception?
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
16.
Okay, you both would be able to hear the discussion going back and forth as they're like, should we chance it on the same night they're doing this? Well, we can't leave it another night. Who knows how much they'll take or how much security will be up. Yeah, but do we want to get caught? Should we just knock her out? Yeah, but there was another bitch somewhere sneaking around. Or knock him out, sorry.
Yeah.
A bitch somewhere sneaking around.
I'm preparing now.
You're getting yourself ready as they're discussing, and eventually you can hear not the voice that was talking to you out in the alley, the sort of androgynous one that you guys saw before. Right, we'll risk it. Take them at their word. If things go poor, hopefully the halfling runs slower than us.
So?
As he stumbles back out. Right, well, we're taking the front gate.
We'll take the back. Try to get as much sugar out as we can.
Alright, well, don't make any noise. Don't need to get caught up in your mess.
You guys are pretty easy to find. So walk off!
Turn and walk.
He's trying to ignore the fact that he got easily found.
You got
And he's trying to get away from them before they can say anything
You're like,
back.
I'd be it. Fuck. Kicks a rock.
I like how it's he's like, bad comment.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try and go by myself because I'm really little, having heard all of that.
Yeah.
Maybe try and catch Tethel's eye and make some thieves can't hand signals of I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna go to the front gate
Yeah.
and try and mess them up.
Tethel, make me a perception check. I believe you got a 21 on your stealth for this.
Yeah.
10.
You keep trying to catch Tethel's eye. Tethel is keeping an eye out for you, but anytime you could make yourself obvious, you have this other group here to worry about, and you have to like kind of slink into the shadows as Tethel makes their way out of sight fairly quickly.
Well, that's your problem then. This is why I'm gonna cut your jobs.
He's just like...
Tethel's going over, I know what I should have said.
Yeah,
Just making better lines. As you make your way out into the field, the darkness kind of fully descending, fairly cloudy night, so it's a good night cover.
So like Tethel's kind of like just geeky sometimes, you know, like he's just like this.
Yeah.
And, but like the minute that like the dark starts to settle on him, like he changes.
Okay.
Like he's like, he gets he like, it's almost like you could see like his eyes glow, you know?
Okay.
You can't.
Yeah.
But like he gets more serious and he
Okay,
gets scarier.
The darkness falls, and so does Tethel's face of seriousness.
Yeah,
The kind of like little bit of mirth falls away. He starts to snap and scan his surroundings and make your way towards the back. You're fairly safe from a distance, but you do have this this sort of half wall with iron spikes coming up it to get over, or this gate to get through. It does look to be locked. You can see, compared to the front gate, there's kind of a crummy lock hanging off of it with some chain. And you can see there is fewer guards around. And you're looking around as there's like fewer than you expected. And you can see a couple of them look like they are with shovels out, like a little ways into this field behind them with the copses of trees around. As you watch them, you can see they're fixing some sort of path. They're like moving some rocks and stuff off of what appears to be the wagon path. And that's when you hear the neigh, and you can see further off there is a smuggler's wagon coming through the back fields towards this place.
Is there a way I could try to get on it?
Potentially. It looks to be, it's driven by only one person, as you can see. There could be somebody inside it. It is enclosed by a tarp, and it's being pulled by a single draft horse. So if you wanted to try to head this thing off and get on it quietly, you could try that.
We'll do that.
Okay, make me a stealth check. Are you doing anything special to try to advance on this cart and get on or in it?
Do I see this cart?
Not from the front, nope.
Okay.
I miss spells. I don't think I want to play a rogue again. Spells make life easier.
Yep. Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons.
Welcome to your
I'm just a sneak.
Okay, are you waiting for it to come to you, or are you trying to make a dash in the darkness?
Looking at it, how many people are like guarding it? How many
You just see one man driving it. There could be somebody inside it. It depends. If it's like, you don't know whether the cart's full or not. So if it's full, there's probably nobody inside it. If it's empty, there could be anybody inside.
How far away is it?
It's a good distance. Like you heard the horse whining from quite a ways away.
See
You
it
can
again?
just make it out coming up. Yeah.
Oh fuck! Could have like killed the driver and then just taken the driver's spot.
Risky, but possible. You have to end up in one hit without these guards,
No,
because it's a field across here. But it's doable.
It wouldn't be doable. Not with these rules.
Level 4.
I have something. Let me see. Invisible people, hidden creature.
Okay.
I want to try that.
Okay. So how's your ability work?
You can use a bonus action to make a perception check to spot a hidden creature or object, or to make an investigation.
Okay, so not invisible, but hidden. So you could use this to try to figure out if there's somebody else inside the cart.
Yeah.
So go ahead and make me a perception check.
Or like listen for sounds to see if it's like sugar.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the rules. Pray to the roll gods. Oh, excuse me. Don't look.
It's okay. That's not bad.
it's a bad 14.
We're just used to being level 17.
14 is not that bad.
It's not over 16.
That's quite alright. 14 is enough. You can tell by the racket that the cart is making. Despite them attempting to be quiet, they are moving through like a rough field here. That it's fairly laden. So unlikely that there's anybody inside it. More likely that it's full of goods. And given that it's a tarp, there's not going to be anybody like hiding on top of it.
Okay.
So.
I'm gonna try to sneak in then.
Okay. So, make me a stealth check as you make your way over there. Cover of darkness, trying to get past this driver and head him off to get to this cart.
Ah! Give me like 5 seconds.
Oh, do you want a hug? Is it not feeling good? Come here.
Ah!
Oh, lady.
Ah!
Just getting destroyed by dice.
Ah!
Oh no, it's a 1.
Ah!
Do you want another dice?
Yeah.
I had a couple.
I always get you my 20.
Ah!
Jeez.
If you want, you can try my D20.
Here, have your pick. She rolled another one for shits and giggles, and it was immediately a 20. Ruinous face. Oh no.
Things do not like me today.
This is why I don't roll dice frivolously. It just feels bad sometimes. Oh, are you okay? Oh.
It's whatever, not one.
As you find a spot to hide beside this, the path this cart is going to take, there's like a berm kind of in this field that you lay against as you're waiting for it to go by, and a cold wind kind of follows after this cart as it comes to a full stop, just as you're getting to roll over this and jump onto the back of it, and you hear a voice, "Planning on laying in the field all night."
I'm
As
stargazing.
Alex. What is our friend Silk getting up to as you follow this group to the front of the compound?
Okay, so I'm trying to like overhear their plans.
Okay.
And just see if there's a way I can get them caught.
Okay. Yeah, you're listening in, going by your role before. They're planning on just picking their way through the front, having one person on lookout outside while the other two leg up onto the roof to get in. Oh! Backpack 700 redeemed Boys Stretch for 250, and they redeemed Runa Stretch for 1,000. Thank you, Backpack. Looking out for our bones. Oh, we get the workout stretches again. You look like you got halfway through that and then realized your back was gonna break.
It hurt, yeah.
Thank you. Also, hello, welcome back.
I like how
Hello.
the camera only sees bare thigh. Like, it just sees, like, my torso and bare thigh. Like...
Okay. They said hi. Yes,
Hello.
welcome.
Hello!
Welcome back. So you watch them going up. You can see one of them pulling out thieves' tools.
Sparky said oof. Oof to my...
Yeah. Big oof. As the three of them move up, two of them hugging tight to the wall. The other one keeps peeking, waiting for the next rotation of guards to go by to pick this lock on the front.
Okay, my goal is I want to light them on fire as they're climbing.
Okay.
I want to see if I can make them really bright.
What do you have at your disposal for
I have
fire
produce
lighting?
flame,
Which you can throw at people, I
which I
believe.
can throw at people.
Okay, what's the range?
30 feet, I believe.
Okay, so you're gonna have to be closer than comfortable
Yep.
to do this. And
That's
it's
okay.
gonna take them a few tries, it looks like, to get it. As you hear the sharp ching of a lockpick breaking inside of this lock. As you're like getting ready with your spell, and it's been like half a minute at this point, and they're still not through. You hear the lockpick break, and the one person like rolls back, and all of them freeze in silence as you see footsteps making their way over to the gate. One of the guards.
Yeah, I'm just like I'm keeping like a wide berth
Looking
at
around
this point.
here.
Like I'm just being sneaky and careful.
We didn't even need to sabotage them.
You hear the guard like rattle the gate a bit, and feel what the? As they stab themselves on the broken remains of the lockpick. In this, as one of them is going to stand up and swing what looks like a billy club through the bars of this wrought iron fence towards this guard who is moments away from discovering them. Okay, finally a decent roll. As you watch the guard with a thunk drop to the ground, and you hear, this was not the fucking plan. This was not the fucking... Yeah, well, I reacted. Get us in that fucking gate. As one of the other ones pulls out another set of lockpicks. And quickly unlocks it. You see one of them grab this guard and pull him around the corner. And you can hear, they're not going to go for long without noticing they're down a guy. It's a small place. As they... leaving the one on watch, now holding a billy club next to this guard. The rest are going to go in and start climbing. I need you to make a stealth check to get past this lookout.
Like
here.
away from the opposite side of them of where the guard is, so that like hopefully they're more focused on the guard and that kind of.
They're on lookout, so it's
28.
okay. As you're moving up, every time their eyes would come over, you find somewhere to drop flat and use the darkness to kind of cover your approach. As you get it within the 30 feet, and quickly enough that they're still climbing the walls, you can see the one's got them on shoulders and is doing what looks like a practice, like lift up. So they do have some cover from the fence. They have half cover. I want you to make an attack. You have advantage because you're hidden.
You get sneak attack.
It's 20.
Okay. A 20 will hit. As you send this flame, you manage to thread it between two of the bars that are like sticking up from the top here.
Right.
As the flame you've produced goes flying through towards the one who's getting lifted up, and you see them like reaching and turning, and the eyes widen as the flame's coming directly towards them. As Tethel, we come back to you, stargazing, as this is stopped, and you can hear the voice speaking to you.
How much money does a Proudfoot make?
Tethel, I can tell you how much Tethel makes.
What you
You
gonna
might
do?
have to pay him off.
So Tethel makes 100 gold a month.
And he's been working for forever and a half, so like a
Yeah,
million.
but he like lives a life, right?
Yeah, Tethel lives a life. Tethel would have a reasonable amount of money saved up. He is, he's not rich, but he, compared to think like successful life of crime,
Yeah.
like, you know, he'd have a nice car and take girls out for drinks or guys out for drinks, whatever his tastes. You know, could blow some money gambling or at the strip club and be just fine and look like a baller. He could get bottle service, just not all that often.
Is either like, if you can get me and I can pay you.
Make me a persuasion check.
Roll dice.
That's the solution to everything. Here, money.
Roll. 16.
You see a big thumb come up towards the thing. The view's better from inside.
Because I will sneaky.
Everyone's a crook.
Not really. I mean,
As you start creeping around and you see the hand come out to a stop. Gold up front.
how much money would I know to give like 20,
I mean,
like 20 gold?
this guy's a smuggler, so he's probably, this is probably his next big score. 20 gold would be an easy month's work for somebody like him.
So is it a lot or?
It's a good amount. 20 gold's a decent amount.
20 gold.
Okay, as you drop a fairly hefty bag of silver and gold in his hand, and he tucks it under, and I'm going to look, so make sure you're a little deep. As you climb into the back
Is it full of sugar?
and get underneath, and it is full of sugar. Yeah.
I'm gonna dive. Hold my
The
breath.
sugars are in bags. It's not like a sea of sugar.
I know, but is there a way I could hide underneath a bag?
Yeah, you
in
can
a bag?
wiggle your way under a couple of bags and push. There's a tarp over it. The view is not better from inside at all. That was not the point at all. As you get a couple of bags over top of yourself, and you hear the cart start moving again and start to rumble up. Quite a few bumps. The least comfortable ride you've ever been on, as you're just getting pounded by the sugar above and below you as he moves through this field. A couple of bumps left by rocks when you get to the spot they were clearing out as well. And you can hear him talking to somebody at the gate, as you can hear a lock getting unlocked. And You hear, what was the stop for? Thought I had lost the wheel. As he's going to make a deception check. Ooh, that's a natural 18. As they don't question him anymore, and they just go, well, we're not paying for it if you do. Get it inside. As he moves the cart in.
So this is while I'm watching them. Okay.
Yeah. As you hear the cart rumble up, you hear the tarp that covers the back being like thrown sideways, and you can feel the breath of somebody looking over the cart. Need a stealth check. You have advantage because of concealment.
Get advantage.
They rolled a 4.
This doesn't feel good.
As they take a cursory glance, you feel a painful shock travel through you as they like kick a bag that started to fall out back in. But then the thing gets covered and...
My nuts!
As they're like, right, we'll get some guys to help you unload it. No need. I will get it. There is more than sugar mixed in. You don't want to be toying with it. As you hear a couple of footsteps move away, and then you hear the thing thrown back again, and right, out with you then.
I will get out and look around for a hiding spot.
So you look about, you are inside of the warehouse. You can see the back doors are left open, big enough for a cart to come through, obviously, and there are bags and bags of sugar around you. Sparkle says, gotta go, guys, got work, good luck with the rolls, Runa, thank you. You should follow us so you hear about us whenever we go live. We're also on Discord if you want to join us there, and you can find these on YouTube if you want to catch up. Very nice seeing you, and nice to meet you. Have fun.
Thanks.
And Runa needs the luck with the rolls. As, you look about, there's bags of sugar just covering this area with walkways kind of like parceled out between them. There's sugar pouring out all over the place. You can see a couple other spots where there's some crates and other goods that seem, but this is majority sugar, and full, not to the bursting, but like a full warehouse of it. Months of sugar for a Lochran.
So, we never talked about how we were getting the sugar out.
There's a cart from a smuggler.
How would Tethel think get sugar out because he's a thief?
You've either got make yourself an easy way in that you can use a few times and get out as many bags as you can and stash them, take as much as you can carry, or find some way to commandeer this cart, or the help of this smuggler if he figures he can get some of it out.
I can kill him.
You could.
Is anyone else in the room?
The warehouse definitely has people in it. You can go by the sound, but the sugar is stacked high enough that there's like hallways to it. So there's nobody here, but there's definitely people in the warehouse.
So, how could I make him quiet while I kill him?
Do it fast. Is probably your best bet. You can try to start with a grapple and get him like smothered, and that if you succeed on that, might give you some more time. It also might just tip him off that you're trying to kill him and fail instantly. It's a risk.
I'm gonna be like, is there any way I could hire you for my gang services?
I like money.
We're like kind of rich, right? Like the Prodfoots?
No, but Dre is and has been more than liberal in backing the gang, even for some of his ideas that are not as profitable.
Well, we're trying to get a lot of sugar out, and we could pay you. Well, how much are they paying you?
They already paid me.
How much?
The cartload, 300 gold.
Just
for the delivery. They bought the sugar from someone else.
Could I... So, Tethel, how much could he offer that was like... Can I roll something to see how much I get without...
Dre knows that this is going to be an investment. That's kind of the whole idea. So what do you think Dre would be comfortable with, and what do you think Tethel would know for his number? Oh, player character.
Well, I'm not Dre, obviously. But if I knew Dre... I would say like he wouldn't blink at 500 gold. He might ask questions about 1,000.
I can offer 700.
700
More
to sneak out of this armed
With-
compound.
with more sugar.
9.
Deal.
All right. Well, we should start to. As you hear a scream from outside, as
Hurry!
Silk, your flame hits this one who is trying to like pat it out, and then you hear the shriek as the burning hits. As they start to shout, and you can hear the guards liven up from around here immediately. Who goes? People running out.
And I'm gone.
As,
I'm gone as fast as I can.
You see an arrow into the air and explode like a firework, and you can hear sounds from the field around you start to get less quiet. You do get seen when you throw your fire by the lookout, who with you running is going to take a shot at you with their crossbow. 14. As you hear the crossbow bolt sail past you,
Now,
you dive for cover
I am
near here.
I am a lightfoot halfling,
Uh-huh.
which means I can attempt to hide even when I'm only obscured by a creature that's at least one size larger than me.
There's definitely enough like bumps and berms around here
Yeah.
for you to try to hide if you want to go ahead and make me a stealth check. As some of the area around you comes alive with people literally
can
pouring
I
out of bushes.
cast guidance knowing that I'm already seen, and then use that to bonus action try and hide?
I would say no, because I'm gonna have to roll to see if someone notices you cast guidance, which would just invalidate the stealth check, and it just is like.
Natural 20.
As you
This is what
dive
it looks
for
like.
cover, you. Alex, that was so mean. That was so mean. A million apologies. What the hell? Oh. As you dive behind a bush, lay down as you hear another bolt just sail like a guess shot into the air. And then the bush beside you, you watch as it folds up and sideways as people start to pour out from underneath the boards that were above it, and you like hide yourself underneath a different one as you see 2 guards like pop out of this, 2 mercenaries start looking around, spot the guy at the gate, and you hear the cuss as 3 sets of footsteps, one still trying to pat out flame, scatter through this field here with the guards that are pouring out of everywhere. As this guy just grabs 2 of the biggest sacks of sugar, and you can see he's a big, like, desert-looking fellow. He's definitely wearing clothes to keep the sun off. Like, he looks like he's come straight from the Soaring Desert. Grabs 2 big bags, throws them into the back, looks at you to do the same, and we take what we have as he's getting on his thing.
And I will do that.
As you guys start heading out, and he's getting up to the gate at this point. What are you doing from the front? Are you trying to come around to the back now, or?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're sneaking around the back. You can see a cart coming out
Do I see
of the
Tethel?
gate. You see Tethel slipping into the back of it as it just leaves this. And then guards pouring out. One of them stopping him at the carriage, and you hear the driver talking, and they're like, "Unloaded so soon? There's trouble. Don't go far. We don't know who might be around." "I have meetings to get to, and yes, I unloaded so soon. I'm not small like you." As he's trying to intimidate his way through and give the guy just this, like, devil of a glare. And just as the guy goes to back off, you see one of the guards from, you wouldn't know, but one of the guards from before come around and, "You've been in there 2 minutes. There's no way that's unloaded." What are you guys doing?
Can I, like...
Or, I guess I should ask, are you doing anything to help, or are you leaving him to try to talk his way out of this?
I have no idea what's happening. I'm just...
You can hear them, like, shouting back and forth. You'd be able to hear this. They're not talking quietly. But there's also guards, like, searching the area, and you're struggling not to be seen.
All I can do is attack them.
So no is the answer.
So I'm gonna go no.
Okay. Is Tethel trying anything?
I can't do anything.
I'll take
He's
that as
so
a no as well.
useless.
As the guy looks over.
Wait, like, what? I couldn't throw something out of the back, because then they would just be like, "That came suspiciously from the back of your truck."
Depends how far you throw it.
Is there a way that I could, like, jump out, distract them, and give them time to drive off?
Probably. You're gonna have to run from these guards at that point, like these mercenaries, but that would probably work.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
I think most appropriately, make me an attack check with advantage from hidden.
There's Assassin's Creed.
With what? Like, just,
Whatever weapon you have on hand.
Natural 20!
Oh, go ahead and roll me damage,
That
Tethel.
was 18 more than her first roll.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
You're having a night.
I don't want to talk about it.
I see that.
You know, there are middle numbers.
I don't know what they are.
I'm surprised you didn't go, see, that's what it looks like to Alex after his performance.
Hey, I'm nice.
Some of us have to be the bigger person.
Yeah.
It's just not Alex.
Low road,
I get sneak
baby.
attack. I get sneak attack.
You get sneak
And
attack,
you get
you
to
had
double
advantage.
it, or whatever.
Yeah, you get to take the max on top of that.
Okay.
2d6. It's level 4.
I need to do math. Everything's not going well. I hate math.
Oh no, I rolled a natural 20.
I think Runa's just decided everything's an inconvenience tonight.
Because it is.
I've had one good thing. I didn't.
This
decide
is my one thing. It's a pretty good one thing to have.
36 damage.
As you pop out, with your natural 20, I'm gonna say you get one of the ones who like stepped back and was turning to go search, clock them on the back of the head with the back of your blade. They go down, and you turn and the other one hasn't noticed you yet. Make another attack with advantage. As you just, and you hear them, what was that? As you're leaping towards the next one already, you can see the cart driver's eyes widening and he's already taking up his reins to get the horses moving.
Can I crossbow shoot this guy?
Yeah, go for it.
22.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Advantage stopped me from a natural one.
He's got quite a bit of cover, by the way.
I roll. So today I roll a natural 1, nat 20. Nat 20, natural 1.
I rolled a natural 1 and a 16, so 23 to hit.
That, yeah, that'll hit. Yeah.
22?
22 damage?
22 to hit.
Yes.
Yes,
So
okay.
damage, yeah.
Okay.
You won't get, I guess technically this is a round, so you get sneak attack again. Because you only have one attack at this point, so. Oh, I need to put that on.
I could only. I add 5 to the other damage. By the way.
Oh no.
This.
Jeez.
14 damage.
I hit for 15.
Okay. You swat this one on the side of the head. This is the one who's yelling, and you hear them, who the fuck is it? As they're pulling a blade, you watch them just stop, and you're waiting for them to lunge at you as you watch them fall forward, and you can see the bolt sticking out of their back.
Can I look
As you hear, yeah! Cart goes rumbling out this gate.
Is there a way I could jump on?
You could, but there's a guard out in the field who's turning to head him off, which might be a better target for you.
I know, but I wanted to jump on and jump off when we got...
Sure, okay, yeah, you leap on, grab on the side. I do need an acrobatics check. This is not an easy cart to hold on to from the outside. And it is held together by cloth.
Ah! 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 11.
11, you jump on, lose your footing, and stumble a step as you, you end up just kind of running beside the cart after failing to jump on.
Okay.
Going for this guard. Roll me initiative, everybody, to see who goes first here.
19.
12.
16.
Okay, so you're up first. This guard is turning. They've got a shield and a sword out. They look a little more capable than any of the ones that you've, knocked out before. Go ahead and roll a hit if you want. You don't have advantage.
I didn't roll
Okay.
advantage.
A 17 will miss. as you can hear the clanking of armor, and their shield comes up and manages to block you here. Make me a stealth check. I want to see if you're still hidden.
Okay. Let's say 30-20.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay,
You
I'm
don't?
not attacking.
Oh, you're not attacking him? Okay, what are you doing?
This card is like speeding away from me, right? I'm in the grass.
So like you would have been off to the side. It would have been here, so it's like going perpendicular from you, not away from you. She's up here fighting someone out here. You're out in the field over here.
Okay. I'm going to use my action and cast jump.
Okay.
And then bonus action dash. And as a thief, I get to add my dexterity modifier to my long jump distance. The jump spell triples my jump distance. I have a strength score of 16. So I can jump 63 feet.
You can only jump as far as you have movement.
I can jump 50 feet.
Okay. I take it you're taking a 10-foot run and then jumping as part of your dash?
Yep.
So how much speed do you have left after a 10-foot run up?
40.
So you can jump 40 feet. What are you going for?
Okay,
It will require an athletics check because this is your maximum, not your guaranteed.
well, my maximum is 63, isn't it? Like,
I guess, yeah, this is well enough within your maximum that it's...
let's say 11.
You're not going to get the full distance, but what are you going for?
I think I'm gonna go for the cart.
You're trying to jump onto the cart?
Maybe, like, it's going pretty fast, though. Like, that's...
He's moving. Well, it's not up to full clip yet, but he is trying to drive this draft horse hard. But it's never going to be that fast.
Mm-hmm.
He's going through a field. It's not good footing. He's going to risk breaking the horse's leg if he pushes it too hard, now that I think about it. So, no, he needs some cover to get this thing moving.
Okay, so, yeah, I'll jump for the guard.
Okay. Halfling bullets sailing through the air as you skid to a stop a few feet shy of this guard. You can see Tethel, who's currently got weapon to shield as he's being held back. This guard, eyes up, noticed you coming, seems to have spotted you moving through the shadows before you got to here, and is going to swing for Tethel. Tethel, that is a 22 to hit.
What the fuck? Yeah.
Okay, he's got it one-handed.
Sorry, it's one guy. It's one guy. We got this.
It's a great sword?
No, he can't double-hand his longsword. So, 9 damage. Longswords do more damage if you wield them two-handed.
Mm-hmm.
They're versatile. As he cuts into you, he's going to action surge and cut at the new one who has showed up as well.
Hey.
That's one off a crit. You're lucky he's not a higher level.
They're lucky I'm not a higher level. What do you mean?
As that is 8 damage to you. As he throws you off of the shield, cuts into Tethel, spins on the halfling, and slices into you with the longsword. That brings us back to Tethel, as you're left nursing a wound on your side.
Am I next to him?
You're next to this person you're fighting, yeah.
Yeah, so you could flank.
Yeah, you could move into flanking if you want. You step sideways, you see the shield comes up by one of you. He's got the sword pointed at the halfling.
We're just like walking around him in circles.
Yeah,
like,
he's like holding shield up on one side, has the sword to try to keep distance with the other one. You see he's watching you. He looks like a 26. That hits. Yeah, definitely. You do have sneak attack because you have a companion next to him and have advantage. So.
I rolled a 6, a 5, and an 8. 24 damage.
24. As you stab in, you can see he turns his focus towards Silk for a moment when Silk makes a move, and you leap in, grab the shield, and stab, and you can feel it hit some armor, but you manage to work your way past him and get a wound into him. As he throws you off with the shield, you stumble back and take the ready again. As Silk, you're up against your now bloodied
How's he
opponent.
looking? Or bloodied?
I'm gonna jump 18 feet in the air and fall down with my rapier.
Go ahead and roll to attack with advantage. Remember, you don't get your full jump when you're on a 10-foot run.
This is just a high jump. I can jump straight up 18
Oh, yeah,
feet.
that's right. It's still a 10-foot run for a high jump.
Is it?
Yeah, to get your...
Okay.
The high jump is 10 foot. It's much smaller without the 10-foot run up.
Well, I jump real high, okay?
You jump real high.
Yeah. Say 21 to hit.
A 21 will hit just barely.
Really? He's so strong. Okay. It's 14 damage.
14 damage as he is now crippled. As you come falling down, your foot hits him first, your dagger sliding along the back of the armor after. Could you some...
And then I'm
cut off
gonna
before
bonus
he can
action
fall
try and
fighting.
take something from him.
You have a bonus action steal?
Yeah.
What's the rule on this one?
I can use the bonus action granted by my cunning action to make a sleight of hand check.
Sure, you try to lift something off
Yeah.
him. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
This is standard,
Yeah.
like, alley fighting practice.
Yeah, okay.
Natural 20.
As you see him reaching to grab something, and you just decide to palm it instead, you can feel it's like held on tight, and then as you pull, a cord breaks that looks like it was meant to. You find yourself holding a potion of healing. As there goes his next move, he is going to second wind. Try and get some. Oh,
Players.
maximum. Let's go.
Regulars.
Uh,
It's not 26 damage. Healing, I mean.
He's taking a swing. Tethel was the dangerous one this time. So Tethel's getting this one.
I got one the other time anyway.
21.
Yeah.
Okay, that is 6 damage as he's going to take another swipe with this blade into your side and try to, like, kick you back a bit to get some distance as the halfling's leaping on him from the back. What are you doing?
Attacking.
Go ahead and roll to hit. As you, like, stumble back, take the run up and just,
Am I
like,
still-
shoulder down, dagger ready to stab in as you hit
Am
him.
I still flanking?
You're still flanking.
No, I don't hit.
Okay, as you go for the shoulder charge, he just glancing
1 and a
blows you with the
3.
shield and spins you off of him.
It's not fair.
That was a 1 and a 3.
So, glancing blow spins you off. You go, like, flying into the field before picking yourself up and getting back next to him as Silk moves to line herself up with you again. You guys have some decent teamwork going on, despite having never fought together. Silk.
Look.
No, I like it for the roleplay. They
Yeah.
fight like cats and dogs.
It's an 18.
That will miss as shield gets interposed between the two of you and he rebuffs you.
Where's the cart?
The cart has moved past him at this point, so you guys have held him here. If you want to break away and run, that's valid. But this guy seems pretty tough, and you can see he has a nasty-looking crossbow on his hip, so taking him out is also a decent option. He's still bloodied.
Okay.
And he's going to swing for the halfling this time, who just tried to stab him in the back while he was dealing with the...
I, like, jumped on his back. I was like, come on!
Yeah, that's an 11, as he's going to take, like, a swing at you, but you can see his...
I push off of him as he swings and do, like, a backflip.
Up and over.
18 feet in the air.
As you fly up, sword just cuts nothing, and you can see he's slowed by the pain from the wound in his side that Tethel's left. As, Tethel, we're back to you. Worshipping the dice gods.
Wow, your mom.
Wow, your dad.
It was the same roll.
Wow. Feels
Six.
the
It was
same
6.
kind of bad about his parents,
Well,
I guess.
Miss, as you go for a distraction, let's see if
Yeah,
your
do you
companion
want-
can
Do you,
capitalize.
do you want to take off after the cart?
I'm gonna disengage.
Okay.
Bonus action disengage.
Yeah, and then she can go 30 feet.
And
Okay.
I'm gonna run 30 feet.
Probably away from the cart to
Yeah.
try to split people up. Okay, as you start running for this field, there's torches going up around you as guards are searching. Most of the action is coming from the front, where there are people still running from them. So there's quite a bit of
So,
heat
like,
not on the back right now.
They're going this way. I'm like here with them.
Yeah.
I go that way, so
Okay.
I'm still like going forward.
Yeah.
So I can like meet up. But
Okay, you go sprinting off. A couple of torches turn towards you as you're making a racket running through. What are you doing?
He's bloodied.
He was bloodied. You no longer have advantage.
Oh yeah, he's hard to hit. It's very hard to hit. No, I'm just gonna grasshopper away. So disengage and then. Bing!
as you go soaring through the
Yeah,
air.
I like bait him into swinging at me, duck under the sword, and use
Yeah.
that duck to spring away.
As you just take off right out from under him, the boot just missing you as you launch.
Yeah.
He is going to get a crossbow shot. He's got enough time to shoot at you twice, but he's going to take one at you, and next turn probably one at Tethel. But that is a solid 6.
All right.
As you hear the twang
It's hard.
of
Like
a
I'm
crossbow.
arcing.
Yeah,
and
you're
things
hard-
arcing. It's
You hear the twang, but there's no rustle of a bolt or anything. It just vanishes
hitting
in
a
the air.
Faro with the
Watch me get a
Hanzo
nat
arrow.
20.
It's hard.
Watch him get a nat 20 on me.
As you're running, there are people coming after you now. We're going to take his one shot at you, and then we're into a skill challenge for you guys to escape. That is a 17 to hit you.
It just fucking hits!
See, AC is pointless. This is my hot take.
That is 7 damage to you.
Oh, I'm so...
As you can feel the burning lance of pain into your back shoulder as the bolt lodges itself there, and you almost manage to keep your feet and run out of this. It's 8:01. We are going to take a 10-15 minute break. We are going to be back to them trying to escape from the compound while their paid driver gets away and hopefully returns to them with their goods. So, we're going to run a quick ad break. Folks, stick around. Easy way to support us. Doesn't cost you anything. And then we will see you all in 10-15 minutes. Be right back.
I mean, I haven't... Can just exit.
Okay.
it going, everyone? Welcome back.
Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory.
Wait a minute.
Hey guys, it's me, Dan. I play a wizard that dates princesses,
And occasionally, lizard mothers.
but only when we assume it.
We all know what's going on.
Lizard mothers or
Just because it doesn't happen in-game doesn't mean it's not happening in-game.
That was confusing.
Welcome back, everybody. We are getting back to where we left off. We had the party, our two thieves, Tethel and Silk, trying to steal some sugar that has been hoarded outside of the city for the last few months. Tethel managed to get in, Silk creating a distraction on the front side, ruining the chances of a couple of thieves there from getting the same. Tethel managed to buy the driver that they snuck in with, who was delivering a smuggled delivery of sugar and other illicit goods here. And you guys have given them an opportunity to escape, and you guys are making your own escape. Guards have been summoned from their nearby hiding spots by the distraction at the front. Most of them being called there, but there's still quite a number back here looking for anything else that might be going on and finding you two. One of you leaping into the sky and soaring feet at a time with the jump spell and some racial abilities and rogue abilities mixed in there. And the other one making a break for it.
Bumping, you know.
Try to keep far enough away from the cart to keep some of the attention off them. We are in a skill challenge for you guys to escape. You guys need 5 successes before you get 3 failures. Some good ones to use would be athletics to try to sprint this, or acrobatics to keep your footing in what is dark and uneven terrain.
Yeah, I'm going to...
So you mean nothing I'm good at?
Those are just 2 options. You can try whatever you want. I just gave you 2 examples.
Can I look into the history of the land?
Maybe.
And just...
I'm going to leave.
Don't take me seriously. Can I
Okay.
persuade them to leave me alone?
Yeah, I'm going to leave.
Given the setup you have with your jump, I would allow an athletics check with advantage.
Natural 20 and a natural 1.
Alright, we'll keep the 1. Just
All
kidding.
right.
So, you making a break, you hear that bolt whistling by you. You immediately leap off the ground again, and they're losing you every time you jump up. You just kind of get lost in the cloudy sky
yeah.
above them, and then they hear you land and go. So you're making good distance leaping, and they're having trouble kind of like grouping up and getting towards you. You guys have 1 success.
Natural 20, you know, it's kind of 2 successes.
2 successes. Yes. Yeah, I forgot it was
Yeah,
20.
it's
Okay,
okay.
so you've got your companion leaving away. She seems to be drawing a fair number of the guards that are out here, and doing a good job of keeping them scattered.
DM's pet!
It's me.
Okay, I was like, if I was the DM's pet, he's doing a poor job.
So, anything from Tethel to try to escape?
No. I can't do anything, so...
Stealth is an option if you want to try to lose them in the darkness.
Sure.
Why are you so defeated? Play the game.
I don't really do that. Sorry! That everything has gone downhill!
You've had good and bad rolls. They might be favoring one side at the moment, but you've had both. What did you get?
23.
That is definitely enough.
So
for 3
annoying,
successes. As you see a couple of torches go up and being lit, and you hit the ground as they go up, and you take a few moments to just breathe heavy in what is the cooling night air, as you hear them sweeping around looking before they start running towards where your companion is making a bit more noise, and towards the front where there is a group escaping. As you get a healthy amount of distance between you and the nearest pursuers, and start to crawl your way through before you think you're safe to pick up running again.
Around me, are there like tiny little animals? Like it's dark in a field.
Yeah, there's probably gophers. And
Could I
squirrels and
try
stuff
to
like that.
scare one and make it make noise and it run off?
Yeah. Make me a nature or an animal handling check.
I didn't think this through.
Survival would also be possible.
I didn't think this through. Whatever. No.
What did you
That's
get?
a failure. For nature, it's 8.
8. Okay. As you see what looks like like a burrow of some sort, and you go and start stamping on it and trying to get it. Come on, get out, scare. And you watch a torch come up as somebody turns back and seems to spot you. As you guys have 1 failure and 3 successes. Anything else from our intrepid jumper over here?
Can I try and clock who's where? And use that to try and like find paths that go around them or where they've already checked?
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
21.
Okay, that is 4 successes. As you leap up into the air, you start watching, and below you is just kind of this black sea of bumps in the field. You can make the dark shape of the cart running off, and then just these spots of light with people in them. And you start to watch over them. You can see you're pulling a lot of them, but you can also see that you are not far from where a group is spread out and seems to be after one of the people at the front that you ambushed, who's probably hiding nearby. And if you cut that way, you can probably draw some of the attention off you and onto that search there if you scare them up. So that is 4 successes. Is anybody doing anything else to try and escape this?
I can just try and be sneaky. Okay,
you draw them over, you manage to scare that one out of hiding, and they're running, and you decide to take that moment to try to lose some of these pursuers. You're not going to lose all of them, but hopefully some of them will follow
into the bushes with me.
Make a stealth check.
So another 21.
That is a success. As you throw off enough of them there, Tethel, you manage to just leg it hard and outrun the few that are still after you, as you both, from opposite ends, break off from here. And probably meet back up at the copse of trees where you guys hid your horses. As you're both panting and out of breath from having run late into the evening, probably a couple twisted ankles and stubbed toes for both of you, as it was not even ground to be jumping and running across.
So low on health. He's like...
Where's the cart?
You guys have lost the cart for the moment.
Was there like there was a trail that I followed?
You could try to follow the trail at this point.
Yeah, I'll try to follow the trail.
But you're likely not the only group trying to follow this trail if the guards
but I'm
collect
like on
themselves.
a distance. Like, not exact.
So somebody make me a survival check.
Not me.
Follow me, toots. So 17.
Okay. Ooh, I have a lot of yawns, apparently. You pick up the trail almost immediately, the ruts in the ground going through at speed. As you guys start trying to pick up and find this, you guys jog already out of breath for probably a good like 10-15 minutes before you can see the cart pulled onto the main road, and you can see the large Sokoran man looking around as he spots you guys coming out of the bush. You hear the sound like steel being drawn until he recognizes Tethel and drops his sword back down.
Sort of like summon a little fire that we can talk around. Hushed whispers.
Little flame comes in your hand. You see him give you a hard eye as it appears in your hand. He looks, good. Seems we have met up. We cannot stay here. Get on.
I will quickly get on.
As he's going to send the horse moving.
Is there a way we could hook our horses to it?
You guys could ride your horse around
triple
Actually, I suppose
wagon.
you guys would have horses, so it wouldn't even have been a jog. It would have been a trot up to here.
Yeah.
And you guys can ride with him as he's going to take some more distance. And he's going to go directly for a Lochran.
Yeah. How did he know? Insight check.
I agree.
No.
You don't even think to question it. Maybe you mentioned it to him earlier.
No.
As he starts moving towards the big city, you guys rolling along. Okay. You guys ride for a few hours, and as you're getting close to the city, it's pretty late. The city is locked up at this point, so you guys decide to make camp in, there's an area outside of the city that's kind of reserved for people who are stuck waiting for the gate to open. So you guys set up there. You didn't really come prepared with any bedrolls, and he doesn't have any extras, so you guys have a kind of rough night ahead of you.
Not the worst I've had.
Sleeping out here.
It's alright. Nature likes me.
I've slept on worse.
As the smuggler is setting out his tent, I've slept with worse. Hammers his tent into the ground a few more times and crawls in.
Looking for better.
Tethel whispers quietly to himself outside
Yeah.
as this very desert man crawls into his tent. Okay, you guys heading to bed?
Look at me like that.
Get in there. Come on.
He's like,
Use it, abuse it, lose it. Come on.
I would rather try after he doesn't have our goods.
Jeez. Use it, abuse it, lose it. Holy fuck.
I'd rather, like, if I were to try, which I'm not, like, after our goods have been delivered, so he doesn't just take off.
You think he'd take off on you?
Yeah, he took off on them because I paid him more.
Yeah, but
You have to
you're
talk
not giving
louder.
him sugar. You're not giving him. Well, I guess you are giving him sugar, but I mean, like, you're not giving him.
What if he's straight?
Only one way to find out.
He's like asleep, right? Like he's just like laid down. Like
He's
we're
in his tent.
whispering.
Yeah.
What does abs look like?
He's a bit bigger than abs. He's not like fat, but he's got some size to him. He's
I
a
feel
big
like
man.
maybe I should have higher standards than a man that just abandoned his last workplace because he got paid more.
Right, it's your loss.
It's his.
So you roll over and try to find a comfier spot on what is just hard ground,
Yeah.
long stamped by many feet who have camped here. You guys headed to bed?
Yep.
Okay. Perception check with disadvantage from both of you.
One of us would be keeping one.
Yeah,
That
Tefl would for
was
sure.
the
be
opportunity I gave you to say that when I said if you were going to bed.
Let's say 13.
13
6.
and a 6. As
Threes are my favorite number.
oh no, it's a 3 kind of night. As you're both laying there, it's a light sleep given you're on the hard ground, and it's a cold enough evening to be uncomfortable. Silk, you are awoken by the sound of rustling fabric from closer than is comfortable. As your eyes kind of crack open, and you look around to see the disturbance, and you can see one of the tarps that goes over the cart is rustling more than it should be, and you can see a shape moving underneath it as somebody pulls back clearly a bag of something in their hand and starts to turn to try to quietly make their way off.
I kick Tethel and
Tethel, you're awoken by a boot to the shin. They don't seem to notice.
Do I see that?
You open your eyes and you can see somebody holding a bag that looks very much like some of the bags of sugar you saw earlier this night and making their way quietly.
Can I try to sneak around them
If you want, it's...
and try to ambush them?
Yeah,
in the
it's
direction
tough,
they're going?
it's difficult, but go ahead and make me a stealth check.
seeing Tethel going around.
Hey, natural 2. So
I'm going
9.
to I don't think that belongs to you. I'm gonna
Tethel, you're trying to go around, you see them turn, look, they flash over.
I'm gonna
and
go.
see you,
I'm
they
run.
go-
I'm gonna run.
As they turn and run, and they just throw a bag of something towards you, as they're running off with one of the smaller bags they had in their arms as
I'm
quick as
gonna
they can.
continue running.
Make me an athletics check to try to catch up to them.
We taking a rest?
Not really.
Oh, thank God. Holy fuck. Athletics.
Yeah.
19.
Okay, 19. I need you to roll off with me as you guys tied.
Rough.
So it's athletics again.
Dirty 20.
4. As they're running, keeping good distance, and you can see how fast they're moving, and they give a confident grin back over their shoulder and see you right behind them, and you watch the confidence fall as you get them by the waist. Both of you go tumbling as you're rolling, like crocodile rolling them, and throw them across the ground. You manage to get hold of the bag of sugar as they stumble to their feet and are going to make a run for it. Are you trying to stop them, or are you just going to take your prize back?
I'm just.
Do we recognize them?
Yeah, that's what I was.
Looking at them, no, you don't recognize them.
I'm just gonna take the sugar
Okay,
and the other bag that they threw at me. I'm gonna go grab
You
that.
stand up, go over, and pick that one up as well, and start walking back to the camp. You've got a couple bruises on you, but probably better than they fared, as they were the ones getting tackled.
I literally have an arrow wound.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah, which probably would have like broken as you
Yeah.
tumbled, as you're now just got like a little like fletch of wood sticking out. Your
What's in
back
the
is
bag
your
that they dropped?
So you've got one big bag that has the sugar in it, and the other bag has something dark gray in it that you're not familiar with.
Gunpowder.
Do you have a good
What's
medicine?
that? I have a decent. I know things.
I'm gonna bring it to Silk and
Okay.
see if they can.
Bring it back to Silk.
I'm just checking the cart. See.
Okay, yeah, you look over. You're not certain. There's probably at least a bag missing after what she brings back, but it doesn't look like much has gone missing. As you see Tethel walking back, and he tosses a bag of sugar in the back and drops a sack of it in front of you.
And I'm gonna lay down on top of the top of it.
You lay down on some of the sugar and ask Silk what's in the
Look at
bag.
that! You got your roll in the hay after all.
Yup.
A little bit of blood leaking down Tethel's
I'm gonna
back.
cast guidance and try and make heads of tails.
Okay, yeah, you see it. Tethel asks you what it is. You pray a little bit and
Look
start
around
to
to
look
the
it over.
trees around me, be like, It'll be a 19.
A 19. Yeah, this is this substance is a narcotic. So it, depending on where you're from, is called bump, but that's also the name of a potion. So it's kind of falling out of use as the potion's becoming more common.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like cocaine, but it has a real nasty hangover that is occasionally fatal.
How big of a bag is it?
It's like not even 2 hands.
What is it?
It's nothing. I'll just hold on to it.
Insight check, and I'm using my lying thing.
Okay, insight and deception.
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Hey, you mind if I cast a spell?
No.
Damn it. Okay. I was just gonna make some fire to warm you up, but that's fine. That's fine. Save it for me.
What is it? Okay.
Yeah, it seems sugar is not the only thing he's got here, but sugar was the main thing.
Ah! I'm supposed to be insightful.
You can't roll below an 8.
Whatever.
What do you got?
Lower than his.
I got a 19.
You rolled pretty good too.
Whatever. I'm done with this. Just move on.
As you pocket it, I do want an intelligence check from you.
No.
16.
16. You are stealing from Dre at the moment. As you go to pocket
Is this
substance.
Dre's stuff?
Dre has paid 900 gold for this shipment of things to be delivered and handed out.
I thought it was just sugar.
He's paid 900 gold for this shipment that's coming in. Your character might believe it's just sugar. I'm not sure Dre would agree after he pays 900 gold for it. Dre might never find out. But with a 16, you'd be smart enough to know that you're on a delicate line.
Yep. Alright.
As you pocket that, you, Tethel, sleep on the baggage. A couple of times a night you crack an eye at somebody rustling and you... somebody
It's me,
makes
you
their way
idiot.
away. A couple people come to check out your seemingly unguarded cart and are
I
scared
have
away
my
by you there.
crossbow.
How cold is it?
It's not that cold. It's like, imagine sleeping outside in Mexico. Like, it's chilly enough that you've got your cloak wrapped tight around you, but not so cold that you need more than that.
Yeah, I sort of crack an eye, look at Tess and be like, I'm fine.
He's like laying without any blanket or anything. He's just like so used to the cold. He's just
Just unfazed by it whatsoever.
he's laying there like this.
Yeah, every once in a while your eye cracks and the crossbow's out and you see somebody like snooping around who runs off when they see you looking and armed. As you guys are awoken the next morning by the sounds of people starting to get up and pack up, you're nowhere near rested enough after a late night's thieving, running, being shot and cut.
We get no rest.
You guys do get a long rest. You probably put some bandages on your arrow wound.
I can help with that. It's in a hard to reach area, I'm just saying.
Sure.
Alright, take your shirt off.
So look at the guy. Not.
He's folding up his tent.
Okay. I would just let her dress it.
Wow, look at you.
It's a lot of hard work.
Yeah, paperwork pays off, I guess.
I wasn't always on paperwork.
As you wrap up the bandage the wound, you manage to get the rest of the arrow out, but probably going to want to see a proper healer.
All right,
when you
on
get into
three.
town.
On three. 1, 2.
Ah!
Yeah, first thing on the bench.
Jesus. Fuck.
As
Yeah, man.
Give me the arrowhead. I'll take it. It's like, Drake can never say I don't do shit as he
pockets the bloodied arrowhead. As you get Tethel wrapped up. And as you guys are doing this, you can hear a bit of confusion around people as the gates are starting to open, but there's a few extra people standing by it. There is a group of mercenaries with a fairly famous figure standing at the front who's scanning the queue that's starting to build up.
I am gonna lead him.
Is this the dwarf?
You guys recognize Delarney.
Ooh,
The
and
noble.
we like them? We don't like them. I don't remember.
He was one of the suspects.
He's one of the people who is suspected.
Um,
And also, you're not doing this job. You guys didn't do Delarney's job.
I'm gonna.
Not that that was any slight against them. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to lead him away.
lead
Like-
who away?
The cart guy.
Okay.
And I'm gonna see if one of us can go in and get Dre.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can just cut getting in the line and act like you decided to like stop outside. It's a little odd to be leaving, but it won't attract too much attention with so many people moving around in the morning.
And Tethel's not super recognizable.
No, he's not like there's a group among which he's recognizable,
Okay.
especially on Bar Street. But he's not like, unknown face instantly around the city.
I'm gonna. Watching the noble, how is he looking over people? Is he like watching, talking?
He's like watching, and they seem to be looking at carts as they go by and trying to peer into them.
He's less interested in just singular people walking in.
They're checking everybody out, but yeah, their interest is definitely on carts.
Okay, I'm gonna try to just walk in the gate.
Okay. As you're making your way in, you are stopped and questioned by the guard, like everybody is. People are looking over you, and you notice as they're scanning, you're like a little bit in line, and you notice they're scanning shoulders.
Fuck!
Go ahead and make me I think a performance or a deception check would be most appropriate.
How much time do we have when we notice that's what they're scanning?
That's a decent question. You could make me an insight check.
Ah!
It's a natural 4, so 9.
It's too late by the time you know it. You're gonna look. It's not too late necessarily. You could walk out of here.
I more
but it's
mean
gonna draw
like we
questions.
have disguise kits.
Yeah, so you would need some space to disguise kit this up. But you guys can try to like cover Tethel over and make it a little less obvious as you're going in.
Okay.
But you guys are at this point
on our way in,
under
can
the gun.
I sort of hide because I can hide in a creature larger than me and cast guidance?
Yes.
Okay. Gonna be like sneaky little. Here you go. Be better at things.
Also, like, he would have asked you to, like, it's nice that you wouldn't, but, like, stay with the cart just in case. One of us needs to stay with the goods in case this guy takes off.
All right.
Alright. I'll take the guidance then. Don't.
And then I'll leave the line, I guess. And
Okay. Get a few weird looks from people, hard stares.
I like pat my pockets like I've forgotten something.
Sure, make me a deception check.
14!
Okay. 14, I want to see what you get
Got an
first.
18.
Okay, that is enough. Okay, 14 is middling success. So you're walking forward, they're giving kind of like hard looks at people, and you can see the half-cloak at the gate is kind of giving annoyed glances over at Delarney and his people standing there watching people. But you step up and business.
I was out traveling.
Very well. You wouldn't happen to know anything about any travelers with an arrow wound to their shoulder.
An arrow? Is there something going on? As he's gonna try to look alarmed.
Okay, you like put on alarm face and he looks over again, like shoots Delarny and annoyed there. Yes, they are looking for a thief.
If I find anything, I can come back and tell you, but I haven't seen nothing.
Make me a deception check.
No, that's the truth. She hasn't seen nothing.
It was a 17.
Ooh, okay, 17. On you go. You do get searched.
On me.
Yeah, but you know the song and dance well enough to have your weapons not on you if you're going right through the gate like this and not hiding them well. But yeah, and it's a pretty cursory search as you head back in and you find yourself in the city.
I go find Drake.
Okay. Make your way. Dre is probably at the tower.
Sure.
Yeah, you make your way over to Barian's tower, which you've come to get Dre from a number of times, and the guard recognizes you. And yeah, I'll get him. Dre, you're interrupted in your breakfast by. Yeah, it's that guy who comes to get you all the time.
Cool, yeah. Wasn't doing anything anyways.
That's true. Go. I don't want your help in cleaning anyways.
Alright. Don't say I never offered.
Go talk to Tessel.
I'll walk out.
Okay, as you head out, as Tethel, you see Dre just striding easily out of
What's
the
up?
tower.
Boss, we got the sugar.
What?
Yeah, Dre knows nothing about it. You guys have taken on this plan yourself. Dre
For
told
the
you to go
bakery.
figure something out. You're not like in the wrong
You
or
know
in danger.
The bakery, yeah, I told you, your cookies are too salty.
No, you know how the market's been struggling and someone's been taking all the sugar?
It has?
Who assigned this to us?
Dre told you to do something about the market, but he
Can't
doesn't
wave
know
you away.
any of the information about the sugar or anything.
Well, you said to deal with the market,
Yeah.
and the market's been dealing with a sugar outage.
Cool, yeah.
And so we thought a good way to get into the market's good graces was to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
So we went and stole some sugar.
Mm-hmm.
And it's outside,
Mm-hmm.
but they're looking for it.
Mm.
And it's not looking great. And we need your assistance. Also, it's expensive sugar.
Why?
Because we had to pay a guy to betray his boss.
Who?
This rich, noble guy, I think. Well, I'll say his name. I forgot his name.
Delarny.
Delarny.
You paid a noble off?
No, so this will explain everything.
You go through found the smuggler, snuck in with him, paid him to pull a
Alright.
bunch of more than I could carry out.
How much pull do I have in the city? Like, could I just, like, get something through? Like, is that something I...
Or like maybe we find a way to sneak it through. Or...
Like, when you were relying on the Thieves Guild, really easy to pay some people to smuggle something like this in. To just get something waved through the gate, no, the half-cloaks are not very viable at all. You have a whole organization, so you and Tethel could set up a number of smuggling runs to just get this brought in slowly, like a bag at a time. And what'll matter is how well you hide it outside of the city that it's not found. But you guys have time and resources to bring this in.
Alright. How big of a load we're talking here?
A whole cart.
Okay, well... I think I have a spot for it.
Okay. And I'll tell them the price. It was
900.
900 gold. He's like,
Well, it's really generous of you.
it was expensive sugar, but it should get you a lot of leeway.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. He walks.
Stray walks off and he's like,
It's like he walks away, you see Tethel. Could have gone worse.
so Dre is finding somewhere to hide this?
Yeah, I'm thinking either the spider cave
Ooh, okay.
or the cave with those slugs and, like, the fear pillar.
That one's very close to the wall.
Is it, how hidden is it?
not enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's do the spider cave
Yeah.
then.
Also, a quick trip there will tell you that cave doesn't exist anymore.
Also, he's gonna go to Lorelei and get it healed before anything, so that people can't spot him for his
Okay.
arrow wound.
You make your way over to the temple, like pushing through.
Got a wound.
Oh,
While
did you? Hands dirty, alright.
This
First
take
time
off
for everything.
his shirt. And, like, it's
You see the
nasty.
blood coming through the cloth. You pull back to
Who
see
did
the
this?
fairly fresh bolt wound.
This is just a silk scarf.
Oh, silk.
Checks out, alright.
They
Blood-soaked silk scarf at this point.
they were pretty.
Well, it was blood red anyways. So.
They were pretty adamant on helping. They were very good.
Alright, well,
I'm gonna
pass
try to-
it along.
I'm gonna try to hype her up, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, pass it along, I guess.
Lorelei heals it, probably with a bit of magic, and then rebandages you better.
Yeah.
So a bit alright, but
Bippity boppity. Boo, you're healed.
bippity boppity,
Thank you.
get out of my temple.
It's like she'll,
Yeah.
I have to go smuggle some sugar in.
Have fun.
Walks out. As okay, so what matters here is whether they find it or not. As you guys are hiding it, your hiding spot's pretty good, so the only window they really have is while you guys are hiding it. Sleight of hand feels fun.
Dre?
I think with Dre's help, we'll give advantage to Tethel and Silk to sleight of hand.
Okay.
You
Alright, I see how it is.
can't really get the cart like through the forest, so you're gonna be moving this like a few bags at a time.
I just watched it roll, like, and you saw the net 20 just.
Wave goodbye as it went through.
No, like it wasn't even just like a. It was like it stood on one point and teased me,
Oh.
and then landed on a 9.
Oh.
22.
Okay, 22
25.
and 25. As you guys, with the help of a couple other Proudfoots and Dre, kind of overseeing and making sure recon is taken care of, move these bags of sugar like 2 bags at a time. And as you guys are about halfway through the Skoran payment,
Boss.
What do you mean?
as Tethel goes and finds Dre.
He needs his payment.
You should probably give it to him then.
I was told that this market thing was an investment. I would not have gone and done it if I knew there was no financial behind it. If you're not willing to help the market out, it's okay.
Trying to manipulate me?
No.
This is
I
great.
don't really want to roll this off. No.
It's a 6.
I succeed.
Oh, yeah, sorry. It's
Yeah.
reading into stuff. Yeah, sure, don't make a habit out of it, okay?
No, this was the one time.
Yeah, one time.
I would have asked before, but we were very far away.
It's alright. Yeah, it's alright. It's fine. How much?
900.
Oh, okay.
Dre hands you a gold with a handful of platinum in it.
I'll go back.
Or a
and
bag with a handful of platinum
Like-
in it. Thank you.
Thank you for your.
Keep unloading them.
Thank you for the help.
Yeah, so Dre now has met this dude?
Yeah, if Dre wants to come by and
Yeah.
meet him, you'd see the Skoran sitting there.
You see them just.
This is the first time you guys have really seen him in the light. So he has like a bald spot on top and like a thing of hair coming down around it. Dark skin, typical of the Skorans, and he's wearing like a long white robe that would keep the sun off of him. And looks to be probably in his 50s.
Thanks for your help.
Welcome.
Want work?
I'm listening.
I don't know. We often have need of bringing things places and
Boss, a word. As he like Dre a little further away. This man can be paid off to just take your goods somewhere else.
Well, he did it for us. Like, he's loyal to us.
That's not how that works. If he does it to someone else, then he could do it to us.
How about we kill him?
As if we know where he is. I do what you want. I don't suggest this.
Alright.
He's a man for money. So unless you can pay him more than anyone else could, he could just run off.
Yeah, good point. Alright. I trust you, you're not gonna talk?
Talk?
No.
Talk about what?
Good.
Safe travels.
Nice not meeting you. He's gonna turn his cart around and
Yeah.
drive it on as you guys have moved the last of the sugar into the forest at this point.
And they have like, I assume we have guards on it.
Well, you guys have lookouts at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah,
And yeah, you would
right.
definitely have somebody watching the cave. I mean, if somebody is going straight for it, you're shit out of luck, but that's a weird set of circumstance here.
Yeah, I like.
But you guys have rolled high enough that we don't have
Is
to
there a
worry
way
about
that we could get like someone to sit in the cave with it? Like,
you
just
absolutely
camp
have
out?
somebody in the
okay,
cave with it.
okay.
But I mean, if a guard gets to it,
Yeah.
it's too late at that point. But yeah, no, with how you guys have rolled, this remains undiscovered in the forest, as the Proudfoots will just do what criminals do and smuggle it in a few bags at a time. Tethel would probably be the one in the charge of getting this into the hands of merchants. So how are you going? Are you just handing it out to merchants to sell, or are you going to take it to Urgdam?
So whose favor are we trying to get? Urkdan's favor?
Urgdan is the one who wanted this done. So you never got yourself like sent by him to do it, but you're doing this to try to win his favor as an in into the market.
Because I would like show up at his like place or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, Urgdan can usually be found around the market. There's usually a couple of like merchants talking around him or getting advice. He seems he's a dwarf of like middling age or older, and seems to give a lot of like mentoring out, well liked by this. But you find him at one of his own stalls at the moment.
Let's like approach. It's like, can I talk to you in private?
I don't recognize you.
I have a gift of something sweet.
As he will step over. Martha, can we borrow your stall? Oh, sure. Everything safe? I hope so. She steps out and he'll lead you in. And Martha has like a silked-in stall, and there's bolts of cloth and stuff all around. As she clears out, you guys have a quiet place to talk out of the sun. He turns to you and is looking you up and down.
I heard you wanted some sugar.
I know you. You're the one who tried to infiltrate the market.
Yeah, Silk's just like on the lookout outside somewhere, like just keeping an eye.
Well, the Proudfoots have a gift. If you want to take it.
Sugar.
Mm-hmm.
How much?
There's 2 of them.
Free. Just to distribute. But, and we're going for like, what are we going for?
This you're just trying to build up favor at this point. So
Yeah.
just
We
giving
just-
him it would just to build goodwill and build favors would be.
We're just trying to help out.
Well, your gift is graciously accepted. This should mess with a certain noble.
Good.
Where can we find our gift?
I don't know where we left it.
You could tell him you'll have it delivered. Like
Yeah,
you guys
well-
would have got it all to the same place, and you could start handing it out to him.
Well, we'll have it delivered.
Well, Martha's spot is not so quiet, but as he'll give you an address for a warehouse that quite a few of the merchants rent on occasion to drop it off at.
And like, I don't know if he has anything else to say. Wait, does he have anything else to say?
No, he just tells you where to put it.
I hope we could do business in the future.
Tell your,
Dre,
tell Dre the gesture is appreciated.
will do.
As he'll turn and head back out, and you see him go back over. As I was telling you, it's bad tact as he goes back to mentoring somebody as you.
I'll go look for Silk.
Okay, you step out, see Silk just kind of watching, making sure nobody's coming to disturb you guys.
Is this for sale?
No?
I'll like run.
And leaves with it.
I will leave 2 gold.
It just disappears into the crowd.
and as you see like Tethel walk past, not even looking, 2 gold.
2 gold. What the fuck?
I'm not even paying attention.
They pick up the 2 gold.
This is water.
You run off drinking.
As like they go to an alley or something.
Catch up to Silk.
Dumps it out.
Good work.
It's a decent flask though.
Yeah, good work.
Thanks.
It was all successful.
Too much?
Too much what?
Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a little too much.
Yeah.
But everything has been successful.
Good.
Hopefully this gets us what we want.
Yeah.
We make a pretty good team.
Maybe.
Insight check.
You roll whatever you feel is appropriate.
I don't even know! I don't even know what that
15. Not 15. 19.
We'll call it a 19.
So yeah,
Yeah.
you get as much as you're getting now.
Mm-hmm.
No extra insight.
Yes, but
Good to have you with the Proudfoot. Says he will like. He looks a little embarrassed.
Yep.
Walk away.
Tethel
Real
heads
quick.
off.
Just-
You're left holding your new flask there as Tethel walks out of the alley.
I've had at least the 2.
And so like come back, peek in, and be like, you won't tell anyone about the like me falling off the cart or anything.
What?
Good. As he will leave.
Do you tell anybody about Tethel falling off the cart?
No.
Okay.
No.
As over the next few days, a few things happen. One, you guys will notice the price of sugar comes down. There's more sweets available at the different shops that have been raising their prices and cutting down on supply of it. Yeah.
We finally lower our cookie prices. They start selling again.
The price of things goes down. There's more sugar available to go around, and a number of people show up, and Tethel will get bothered by whatever. Boss, there's some people here saying Dan sent them.
As like stand up. What do they look like? Half cloaks?
No. God, no. I can get you if they were half cloaks.
Go down.
Shout the password. As you go down, and you can see about 8 men and women standing there just in kind of civilian clothes, and they look you over, and one of them crosses their arms to the front. This the outfit?
The outfit.
The Proudfoot outfit.
Yeah.
Dan said you could use a couple capable hands. We're looking for work.
Yeah. And what are you good at?
Security, brawling. A couple of us have fast hands.
Great.
Jenny can play the lute.
Bet she's very good at it. He's like, he looks very, very awkward. He's like, no, he knows how to hire people. I'm awkward. Well, yeah, we would, and he'll like start assigning them things, I guess.
Yeah, you get them paired up with a couple of Proudfoots who can kind of suss them out.
Hey, I like your loot.
Thank you,
What's your name?
Jenny.
It's nice to meet you, Jenny. You can call me Silk.
Why are you called Silk?
Well, I throw my scarf around my neck. All things with time.
You see Teffel over her shoulder, like she's looking at you. Smooth! But, like, no.
I throw you the thieves' can't for fuck off.
You get a thieves' camper.
What the fuck? Well, hopefully you can tell me about it sometime.
Yeah. Well, let me show you around. I'm just gonna
Tethel's like, perfect. We need somebody to show her what to do. As Silk gets paired up, as you pick some more experienced Proudfoots to take them out, test them out, and also kind of suss them out.
Is there anyone like seems important?
The most talented among them would be a first level thief. So there's there are 2 first level thieves among them, and then the rest of the remaining 6 are split evenly between carousers and thugs.
Okay.
So go ahead and add those to the Proudfoots.
Number in guild. So how many of what?
8 in total are joining.
In the bakery, there's a new batch of cookies. That aren't salty.
That aren't salty. Very good. Sorry, there's 1 reciter, and then 2 thugs.
1 reciter.
Yeah, that would be Jenny.
2 thugs.
And 3 carousers, and 2 footpads.
Ooh. Alright. Nice.
And they're like he tried his best, and it's like it's not salty, but why is there sour?
He's getting already cooking and just can't fucking get cookies down.
Yeah.
Something about cookies. I love it. The other thing that will happen is I want Tethel and Silk to roll me a luck die. Both of you just roll me a d20.
Which one? Seven.
9.
As Tethel, one of the times you are out walking up to some business, you get bumped into by a fairly burly man, and instead of like backing off and apologizing, he like steps back and cuts in front of you, and you can see his buddies step out from behind him. You look behind you, there's 2 more, as you find yourself boxed in by 4 fairly mercenary-looking gentlemen.
Can I help you?
Our boss wants to talk to you.
Who's that?
You probably know him.
I know a lot of people.
You know Delarney?
Not personally.
You about to.
Am I around?
Roll me a luck die again by like some fluke of chance that you're around at the same
7.
time. No.
Lead the way.
As they're gonna walk you over to one of the tea shops that's kind of like along the side.
I'm watching for Proudfoots.
Okay.
As we walk.
You're looking out. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Everywhere, man.
Around.
It's like Hitman.
Ah!
It's like Hitman in the John Wick movies.
I don't see it.
What did you get?
Nothing good.
What did you get?
I cast
Can I make
guidance from afar.
investigation?
Sure. You have enough time with the walk for it to be a careful
12.
search. With a 12, you catch the eye of, like, as you're going, like, 3 or 4 Proudfoots. A few you miss, and they never look at you, but a couple you manage to signal, and pretty soon, with the 4, like, flanking you, there's, like, 4 Proudfoots also following behind you. You see them looking and getting, like, a little tighter grip on what appear to be clubs underneath their cloaks.
Is there a way I could, like, sleight of hand Thieves Camp for help?
If you want them to, like, make a move and attack these guys, absolutely.
But I want them to go get someone.
You could Thieves Can't get help, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand me this.
Okay.
Just one guard.
25.
Okay. The guards are not paying attention, they're paying attention to them as you, like, Thieves Can't this, as you see one of them break off and head out, as Silk.
Mm-hmm.
You're approached a few minutes after this by
So,
Proudfoot coming in
come on,
and Jenny.
play me something.
Oh, yeah, let me just tune... Boss?
What?
Is the boss here?
No?
Oh. Tethel's in trouble, we need some people.
Alright. We're back. And,
Should I come?
sure, why not?
Puts her loot down and gets
Bring
up.
the loot!
Okay. No, if it's trouble, I don't want to get broken. This is expensive.
All right, fine.
Puts it down and follows after you.
You owe me a song.
Oh, well, whatever. As it's going to take them a few minutes to get there. You get led up to this tea shop. You can see there's some tables set out. There's a few people drinking. And sitting at one of the tables alone, although you can see a couple of guards in nice armor clearly watching them, is an older man. He's got a bit of a belly coming out. He's dressed in what look like these nice blue silks that kind of hang like tracksuit style almost. And sitting there, and he's got a cup of hot tea, and he smiles as you come up, frowns a little as he sees the Proudfoots that are still following you, and motions the chair in front of him. So, you're my dear friend who went sniffing around a certain warehouse of mine?
A warehouse?
Don't play dumb with me. Igdan was quite pleased to spread my investment around, and I've managed to hear it came from you.
In his head, he's like, fucking. His head, he's sitting here like this.
You can understand I'm reasonably upset to lose the investment, but an investment's an investment. I wish you had started this relationship off a little kinder. But if I have to be the bigger man, so be it. Why competition when we could be business partners instead?
Ooh. Business
Right.
partners.
As you start to see a couple of like Proudfoots coming around, as Silk, you would be showing up about this time. As you can see Tethel sitting there. There's a couple of thugs clearly just kind of gathered, a few Proudfoots around him. There's probably about like 10 Proudfoots plus you at this point.
Right.
But there's at least 2 mercenaries in nice armor who look fairly tough.
Business partners is me, or business partners is the Proudfoots?
Clearly the Proudfoots. What use do I have for you?
Just had to make sure.
Wait, what?
I have, as you can tell, certain interest in the fluctuations of the market here. And from what I understand, you've been working your way into the good graces of Igdan. I suggest that my graces are better.
How?
Well,
Is he like, he went from sitting like this to leaning back a little.
yeah, you can see his face kind of falling as more Proudfoot shows up, and he has less of like the physical leverage on you. And you can see when he reaches the point where he realizes he's going to have to deal with you fairly. Like, he doesn't have the muscle to force you into anything now. Pretty soon this market is going to look very different than the current dispersal of power, and a rising tide can lift many boats.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends who you want to put your money with.
I don't know why you chose me and not the boss.
Well, I'm less confident getting a meeting with a hero of the city, and, well, it's less friendly to bring people like that to public meetings that might be considered criminal. So I thought an intermediary should sit down for a spot of tea as you'll slide a cup over to you.
Poisoned?
No.
You'd be surprised with this city.
If I wanted you dead, I wouldn't have brought you for a meeting. I would have put out a hit.
Wouldn't have been Andre's good books.
Precisely.
So... like, it's like
good
snip.
tea. Yeah, you
Yeah.
take a little sip. It's good tea. It's
No,
very good tea.
like... Just a tiny sniff as
Yeah.
it's like here.
Okay, yeah.
It's like
Strong, good
checking...
tea.
He said no, but like I still want to check if it's like...
Crossbow bolt.
You don't smell any poison or anything on it.
Okay, there's nothing?
No.
Okay. You cannot be...
No,
Undercautious
definitely,
in this.
definitely pays. But yeah, no roll required. There's
Yeah.
no poison on the tea.
It's undetectable. That's why.
That's
Exactly.
also fair.
Plus his tank is...
As you take a sip, like I said, strong but good tea.
Strong.
Well, I had to do something while you walked, and steeping tea seemed like a decent idea.
So, about this business, like...
So, what do the Proudfoots want? An in into the market, and hope that they keep the people's favor, or a reliable business partner? One with vision, like your own leader.
I don't know what we want. Isaac, what do I want?
In your case, Tethel would probably be trying to get as much information to bring back to Dre as possible, but is not in a position to make a decision on this. So depending on what you think Dre's read, like Tethel's read on Dre is, you'd either be trying to keep this polite, get as much information as you can without burning any bridges, or if you think Dre would be against this guy, you might just say, fuck you, and hope that you align with Dre's thoughts. It'd be a judgment call.
Those aren't my decisions to be making.
Of course. Well, you should take it back to that leader of yours. But, well, I can provide all of the same benefits as Ergdan and more, and soon to be much more, perhaps with some of his help.
I'll make sure to let him know.
Well, it's been lovely talking to you and your menagerie of thugs.
You guys...
We have names!
You guys...
I'm certain
You guys,
none of them waste my time.
you guys boxed me in, and I'm in a gang.
Oh, my apologies. I told them to be ever so polite.
I throw him the thieves can't for fuck you, but he doesn't know what it means.
Wasn't very.
Well, I'll have to have a stern talking to with them. Hope you enjoyed your tea.
Where should Dre meet you?
I have so many offices. Pick one. Deliver a letter.
Do you have a letter to give me, to hand to him?
I suppose I have something with my stamp on it. As he rifles through a bag and pulls out a sheaf of paper that has his. Like,
I'm watching his hand.
letterhead
Like
across it.
I'm looking at him. What's in his bag?
He's got a gun! He's, you can see, like a case that would usually hold, like, a stamp for, like, wax seals. He's got sheafs of paper that have his, like I said, like his lettered pattern on it. There is, coin, like, looks to be a coin person there. Inkwell, quill, that sort of thing. Like business supplies and some money worked in. There's a couple of, like, nice, like, silver pieces kind of adorning the bag, but nothing surprising in there, except maybe the health potion.
Except for maybe. Okay. Just wait to get handed.
Slides the sheet across. You can deliver a letter to any of my officers to arrange a meeting, and he can come by some suitably quiet time if he wishes to deal with me in person.
Alright, I shall stand up.
Oh, before you go, I understand you're related to a certain Lorelei, these Proudfoots.
Lorelei?
If you could pass on a personal message for me, tell her I'm quite pleased to hear her recent work with a certain unscrupulous group of boys.
Understood. I'll let her know.
Thank you.
So, like, stand up and, like, motion to the Proudfoots.
The Proudfoots, not in any, like, military organized manner, just kind of watch and start backing away as you go, and Silk, you're keeping a firm eye. The two, like, well-dressed soldier types here at this point have been almost exclusively watching Silk, as they immediately picked you out as, like, the most dangerous in the group.
Jenny, look at me.
For her part is just watching
It's like,
as you guys walk away, and Jenny and Silk will catch you. You're not gonna deal with Delarney, are you?
it's not
What's
my...
wrong with him?
He's been making weird moves in the market,
I
and he's
have...
not good news.
It's not my decision. You'd have to talk to Dre.
Okay, well,
I wasn't planning
I mean,
on giving it to him.
most of the guys like Erdan, and if
I-
Erdan's at odds, they're not gonna
So,
stick
like,
around.
he'll, like, put a hand on his shoulder and, like, look at everyone. Like,
Yeah.
we've gone into an hour.
Oh yeah, you guys have moved away from this at this point. You can talk.
Team meeting!
afterward.
Over here.
Can I trust this to say silent?
If you're not working with Delarney,
I wasn't planning on giving this to Dre. So Dre would know nothing about Delarney.
she looks at maybe the one other here who is from the new batch. We're not gonna say anything.
And I'm looking at the other Proudfoots.
Make me an insight check.
I just want to roll well once. I know them. Can I have advantage?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Given your position in the Proudfoots, I'll give you advantage.
just want to have a good time. 14.
14 is a good roll for a level 4. You know that, right? You've played a
No.
lot of level 20 recently, so...
I haven't
level
rolled above a
17.
10.
As you're looking around, and one of them looks kind of iffy.
So I'm gonna look at him directly. This will stay between us.
There's no way this gets past Lorelei. Come on. Keeping a secret in the Proudfoots?
I know bakery duty.
I'm just saying. Lorelai's going to be asking
Hey.
questions.
Well, your boss.
As they're both standing next to each
I'll keep my mouth shut.
Great.
We both know how it's going to end, though.
Not your call.
Well, we look suspicious. Disperse.
Rory turns and starts walking away.
So about that loot.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll play you
Come
a
on.
song.
I am gonna go look for Lorelei.
Okay. You find her in her temple, once again, as you make your way
The
over...
school.
Yeah, the school.
While I walk, is Dre anywhere near me?
No.
Right behind you. Hey.
No.
What you keeping from the temple?
I was invisible behind you all day. What's up?
Yeah, no, you get to the temple. You would find Lorelei there, just probably
Flicker of
looking over one of the classes.
Lorelei, can I speak to you?
Again?
It's important.
Of course.
Take her somewhere quiet
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
guys can talk.
In my office?
Yeah.
Sit down, Lorelei at her office. It's fairly small.
He-
But it's
She,
fine.
she has very little. Like,
Yeah.
she's
He,
just much
he
papers.
doesn't sit unless like offered. Like he wants to stand.
Sit down.
Okay, I'll sit. Delaney.
Who?
I should describe it. In his head, he's like, God, he's fucking. There's,
Making mental notes to keep them more informed about little
Yeah.
details.
yeah, there's
Start
someone
delivering
named
reports.
Delaney who is trying to ruin our deal with what's his name?
Irk down.
Irkdown. God, fucking.
I'm imagining Tethel taking the breath like,
I could just read your mind.
reports.
Go ahead.
You get flooded with frustration and information.
Got it.
He wants to make a deal with Dre.
Mm.
And from what I hear, it isn't gonna be good.
Okay.
Not for us or the market. And if we want to make moves in that market, that won't backfire. I don't think this should get to Dre.
Do you not trust Dre to make the right call?
Dre's a little impulsive, and this man seems to know exactly what Dre wants.
Well, why don't I have a chat with him then?
He's like,
Still reading the thoughts sister. Fuck, damn it. Yeah.
yeah. That's... Have fun with that. He wouldn't say that. He wouldn't say that. Sure.
So where do I find him?
I'll hand you a letter. If you do tell Dre. He looks at you with like little plead in his eyes.
Please. Please don't make me do that.
I'm looking out for the Proudfoots. And I'd rather us not go down by multiple forces. I can't see this going well.
Alright. I wouldn't advise you keep anything from him.
This is the only thing, and it's why I came to you.
It's your funeral.
It's a quiet fucking funeral. Great. Well, great chat.
Tethel would
As
probably
usual.
a useful cord of survival for
Yeah,
Tethel
yeah.
here. I will tell Dre about this in 2 days. Please speak quickly with Delarny.
Alright.
Oh, Luke just subscribed again. 4
Hey,
months.
eep.
3-month streak. Thank you, Luke, with an eep. Welcome back.
How's your shoulder?
Better. It's nasty.
Mm-hmm.
The chase after it didn't help.
And that smuggler man?
Gone. She sees the thoughts. I'm absolutely looking him up and down.
Gone, sadly. It's just in the head.
Well,
Might not be too late.
I'm not sure I'd want someone like that.
As Tethel makes their escape and prepares
like-
themselves for delivering news to Dre late.
He's like sitting in his office, hands there. He's like,
As are you going to remember this well enough for us to deal with Lorelei meeting Delarny next session? We still have time, so we can deal with it tonight.
Probably not.
Okay. So what is Lorelei doing to go meet with Delarny? Are you setting up the meeting?
Yeah.
Okay, so you probably
Also,
find
she
yourself...
probably would have gotten from Tethel the message that Delarny said.
yeah.
Yeah,
Without
Tethel...
No, Tethel would have told you.
Also
Okay.
passed on that Delarny was a fan of your recent escapades.
So yeah, she'll use that and just like find a time for them to chat.
Sure, yeah, you can
Not
find
very
yourself...
good at letters, but maybe burying
You can
helps
find
or
yourself
something.
like 6 hours later sitting down in the office of a fairly nice, looks like a courier station, and
He's
the
already
noble
tested casting magic. He's like,
works.
Yeah.
Delarny's sitting across from you. There is one outside the door, one in the door, like in the doorway of the two
adorable.
mercenaries.
it's really funny.
As Delarny's across from you.
9th level spirit guardians.
Not the agent I was expecting to meet with.
We'll get there, maybe.
Very well.
Detect dots. is just
Okay,
up.
yeah. Detect dots come up. You cannot read Delarny.
Fucking nobles, man.
Fairly common magic item for nobles.
Alright. So,
He has very nervous guards at the moment, though, who are like, yeah, we're here for looks. We can't take her. We've heard what Lorelei can do.
I heard you were a fan of my recent escapades.
Yes.
Alleged escapades.
Alleged escapades. But if they were to have happened, I am quite supportive of the particular outcomes they created. Bunch of rabble-rousers and vermin, most of those boys, and what they were doing was disgusting and unbecoming.
It's an interesting take from
It's
nobility.
a sensible take. Oh, we're not all here to embarrass young women on paltry stages.
You'd be surprised.
I wouldn't. I assure you. So, what does it take to get a meeting with the illustrious leader of your alleged organization? And what can I do for you, Madame Lorelei?
Well, I think a good start would be to walk me through your plans for the market.
Well, that's the sort of walkthroughs I would do with trusted business partners, not potential. But I can outline you some of the benefits of such a partnership. For instance, I know Ergdan has sent you some men. I can send you more than him, and make up for any loss of loyalty should they be displeased with our arrangement. I also expect that my businesses should improve in the market, and if you've had an investment towards them, well, any good business needs a good protector. So you can expect a reliable source of income from the market. And if you're a trustworthy sort of organization, there's all sorts of ventures I'd like to dip my toes in that are much easier with good hands and feet.
What you'd be hoping to get for yourself?
Well, as I said to your agent, A rising tide can lift many boats, and I should expect I shall have quite the tide coming as well. So, it wouldn't trouble me to lift a few of yours along with my own.
Just general insight check.
Yeah,
It's
go ahead.
like, is he... How upfront is he being with stuff? 29.
29. Given the way he's being cagey about things, definitely the plans he's up to are certainly not legal. Like you're certain there's some underhandedness to them. He's promising a lot here, but you don't get the sense that at least he thinks he's lying. And given his personal wealth, it's not unreasonable for him to be quite a valuable ally of the Proudfoots. Kind of the choice you're facing in your outline is keep trying to work your way into the market by befriending the other two groups, probably burning bridges with Delarney if you choose to go with them at this point, or side with the currently more powerful Delarney, but will mean you're going to be helping him in whatever his plans are for his own benefit in the Mar. So you've got kind of like choose the more numerous underdog, and try to work your way into their favor, a little less certain as well, or go with the more certain business dealing with what seems like a fairly slippery man. Nothing he said gives you the impression that he's planning to double-cross you or anything like that.
Okay.
But, he's clearly in it for his own interest. As giving you some time to ponder over that, because that's a fairly major decision for the Proudfoots, is there anything you guys want to wrap up with your two characters before we come to a close on this little one-shot with our thieves?
I tell Dre.
Yes. As Dre, you find yourself...
I gave Lorelai the note to read it if I had to go tell him, because I was just going to go read it after.
Yeah, Lorelai's come back with this information. You end up sitting across from Dre about a day or two later.
Yeah.
What's up?
I need a letter. A man named Delarney, he's a noble who was wanted the sugar and was keeping the sugar from the rest of the market. As he's looking at him to make sure he understands. He wants you to side with him instead of...
What was he doing?
He was the one making sugar prices go higher because he was the one keeping it all.
So he's the reason we couldn't sell cookies?
Yeah.
Fuck this guy.
And with that, we will end the session, folks.
Lorelai's like, what should we do? I don't know. This guy seems like alright. Maybe we can...
Tethel in his mind's like, yes! Yes!
Went so much better than he hoped. Okay, folks, thank you very much for joining us. Luke, thank you for coming in on the end there with the subscribe. I can see also that Runa subscribed. Thank you, Runa. Yeah. So, as always, you can find us on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, or Discord if you want to chat with us.
Our TikToks are pretty cool.
Yeah, we're Twitch 6 to 10 Mountain Standard Time every Wednesday evening. Every other Tuesday, you can find Daniel and Alex playing some video games. They've got a Nuzlocke in Pokemon going on at the moment.
We're doing
so good. We do a monthly stream called Adventure Talks. We're not doing it at the end of this month. It's too busy with birthdays and stuff going on. But at the end of next month, we will be doing one. And it looks like we have a guest lined up with the Game Master from Casters and Castles. It's not guaranteed, but it's looking pretty good. We are going to run a quick 1-minute ad break, and then we're going to raid somebody. So stick around for both of those, and we will see you all next week.
Bye!